love this place!
Hey, man, is that
Double D?
Yeah, man. Well, turn it up, man.
Let's just go in and, like, kill all the orcs, right? They're the bad guys, who gives a shit? We just hack and slash and we loot their dead bodies, right? Hack and slash, kill them all, you know, conquer the infidels.
Boy, that campaign sounds like a barrel of fun, doesn't it?
Somebody who's opening a refrigerator and leaning in, right, is the language of a woman. Somebody who's opening their refrigerator and being cut off halfway through that lean is the voice of like a mermaid or a siren. Right?
This is not the face of the hobby anymore. And I think there's been mistakes made in years past where people assumed that D&D players were all, you know, white dudes in a basement, which has been a faulty assumption for a lot of years and gets more and more false every day. And so it's, in my viewpoint, honestly, guys like me can't leave soon enough.
I just had to be born with empathy and a weakness for socialism and femboys. For socialism and femboys.
For socialism and femboys.
You gotta put a little hot sauce on the taco, you know what I mean?
We want this dwarf to be the dwarfiest dwarf.
Right.
We want the elf to be the elfiest elf.
And just the dashiest dash of Tabasco.
The voices need to carry across water.
I'm a creative. It's a huge drain, right? Because fans can be awful.
When we got the descriptions, they were very adamant. They were like, try not to make it like a white blonde guy. Like, please, like, we love him, but there's like 500 million of them.
The diversity that the characters need to have needs to reflect the gaming world now. The mix of people that are playing these games, you know, it's not, you know, 13-year-old white boys held up in their basements. It's a very diverse crowd, you know.
You say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
What's this? What's this? It's the jacket.
The jacket.
The jacket.
Lutherville, Marina Del X, Otisburg. Who's this monster? She's got her own place. Otisburg. It's a little bitty place. Otisburg. Okay, I just wiped it off. That's all. It's a little town.
Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
5, 4, 3. Great, Sam.
We dumping chump. It's a landslide, sir.
On guard.
Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis!
Double zeros, baby!
Yeah. Get your hands off my penis!
Did you see Panther's already here?
Panther?
It's like feeding time.
It is. It is. Good to see you, Panther. Good to see all of yous showing up early, in force. How's everybody doing?
Rex in effect.
I will explain the question in a momentito. First, somebody already said it in the chat. R.I.P. Meatball. Yeah, Pundit's cat, unfortunately. Meatball has passed away. So, yeah. That was a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, he always livened up Pundit's admittedly Spartan streams. It's like, oh, he's just got the camera at the books again, but we love Pundit, but yeah.
Let's hit the dance floor.
Go ahead, hit the dance floor. The bodies hit the flow. Disco Barbarian, $10. Disco, you are too kind. I thank you. Thank everybody so much for supporting the channel. Hey, dog brothers and sword sisters. I don't know if we have any sword sisters in the chat. We used to have a couple, but
they're there.
Yeah. We'll just assume that they're hiding. If you're a sword sister,
shout us
out.
Bud's for you.
Yeah,
with that Neil Young song.
It's Wednesday. Time for some skull crack-a-lackin'. You got it, amigo. Thanks again, Disco. And look at this guy. Hungar the Starvarian. My second favorite YouTuber of all time. Double zeros, baby. Brought to you by Carl's Jr. because they pay me every time I do. Yeah, thank you very much All right, so so we definitely did want to give a shout out to Meatball. Great cat. You could just tell. Some cats, are just the good ones. We've had some good ones. We've had some kind of mediocre ones. We have a mediocre one here at the
I like that white
household.
one.
White one was really good. I personally like the middle one because it was the most friendly to me.
Man, that white one loved him some Crazymouse.
That's right. Yeah, the original cat that we adopted many moons ago. Yeah, loved Crazymouse, which is crazy. A cat loving a mouse.
That's the way it goes.
Samuel Fair is everywhere. I'll make mincemeat out of you, mouse.
There he is. You've been formally introduced.
We got someone else is here.
Getting into that groove. Everything's all knowing now.
All right, so have you ever done the Willy Loman? I know I'm going to assume that for the amount of driving that Crazymouse has done, he's done this maneuver. Maybe not, though.
You'll have to explain what it is.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, our mics work tonight, Matthew.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yes. And we're on OBS tonight. We're not on that. I canceled my stream. I was not lying. I canceled StreamYard right after.
That night.
Yeah, that night I will go elsewhere. They didn't even have. I said it on Twitter. I said I'm going to go to either Restream or this other one. Restream immediately tweeted me back and was like, "How can we help you?" So I'm like, "All right,
there you go."
That's what I hear. But yeah, mics are good. We're all good. How are you? Are you good? The Willy Loman, famous line in Death of a Salesman. One of my favorite pieces of literature. Loved it. Nobody dast blame this man. That was his buddy. Was it Charlie? I think. Been a long time since I read it. But he said that after Willie died. Nobody dast blame this man. So what is the Willy Loman maneuver? Have you ever been behind somebody who is either effing around or just going so slow, and there's cars behind you, but you're worried that they think that it's you?
Yes.
So the Willy Loman maneuver is that little jog to the left or the little jog to the right to let them know
it's not me.
It's not me. It's this guy in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing that on the way to work this week, and I'm like, there's got to be a name for this little maneuver. Now, granted, that's a little esoteric, the Willy Loman. I'm sure there's probably a better one out there. But yeah, I do that often.
So that's not the official name for
well, maybe it is now.
Well, it is now. It is published. It has been spoken. It's online. That is the maneuver.
Let it be written. So let it be done.
Then the answer is yes. I've done it.
I figured you would have. All right. First thing we have to go into.
Have you ever honked at a cop that's not paying attention?
No.
I have.
Oh,
really?
I was at a light. There was an officer in front of me. He must have been checking his computer, as they always say when they're fucking texting or whatever. And the light was green. I gave him a good couple seconds. No move. I gave him the polite tap tap.
Get moving.
Yep.
The get moving tap. I treat him with a wide berth. I give him a wide berth.
I do too. It wasn't disrespectful, but I didn't want him to get the hell going.
We're gonna watch an absolute legend. You want to see it?
Bring it.
All right, chat. Here you go. I know you don't. I know some of you don't like the sports ball, but you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer twice tonight for sports related stuff. This guy is a legend, and I think you'll be able to see why. Look at the guy in the background, in awe. All right, so maybe you didn't catch what he did.
It was
I did.
Look at I know you did because you notice everything, but maybe the chat didn't. Take a look at the girl in his arm and what he does to catch this baseball.
That's like a hat trick there.
That's more than a hat trick.
Yeah.
Like, he catches the ball. He drops her, sort of, but catches her. He holds on to his beer. And the kid holds on to the bottle. It's like the grand slam.
Yep.
Very impressive.
One last time for my boy here.
That little girl thought she was on the power tower at Cedar Point.
Exactly. Yes. That is peak performance, people.
That beer is probably $12. It's probably
I was going to say that's the more valuable than the baseball.
I was at a football game many years ago. I was running around with a girl named Cassandra, New Jersey. She lived in Atlantic City, and we went to an Eagles game together. And she was putting some beers down at this thing. They were $10 a piece.
Way back in the day.
And I think that we probably spent over $100 on beers at this football game just for, 2 beers at a time plus a tip. It's crazy.
I don't drink at sporting events for that reason. It's not worth it. The bang for buck is so low, especially because I'm usually the one that's driving. So I'm only going to have probably one or two anyway, if I did.
Somebody mentioned that they think that when you get beer from a tap at a sporting event, that it is not as strong alcohol as it normally is if you got it at a bar or somewhere else.
Yeah, they don't want you getting into a wreck on the way
Right.
home. That's also why they cut it off after,
fourth quarter, seventh inning.
2/3 of the way through the game, or last quarter. I can't remember if I threw this up here or if we had time. Best D&D first edition adventure module. Did I put this one up before? Watered down.
Yeah.
Watered down and twice as expensive. If we didn't, I have some thoughts. Let me know, though.
I don't think you did. I know that you did a particular one-off about adventures.
Yeah. I think that was like the best horror adventure or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, B2. Is that Search of the Unknown, right? Yeah, I think B2 Search of the Unknown.
John Osborne, I think you're correct. I think that's the number I was thinking of as well. It's like 3%.
Yep. Look at these guys thinking I'm like an encyclopedia. A1. Is that that's Slave Pits, right? Slave Pits of the Undercity is A1, I do believe. All right, you guys can stop showing off. You can put a little context. You can put the fucking titles in there.
Cal, stop watching other channels. Just stick with us.
Oh, B2 is Borderlands. I'm sorry. Yeah, I always get those confused. B1 is Search of the Unknown. Keep on the Borderlands is B2. Yeah. A1 Slave Pits. No A4. Jeez, good lord. I6. Ravenloft is a good one. I tell you what,
snake oil.
It gets hey, what's up, snake oil? It doesn't get a lot of love, but the very first Dragonlance module with that sunken city, I love that adventure. I love it. I love also the hidden shrine of Tomoa-chan, Tomoa-con, whatever one that is. And I like the Tomb of Horrors, just as a throw it out there. Let's do a one night, see if you guys who can make it the furthest. Yes, it's a death trap. If the players are in the right frame of mind and they just kind of go with it, I think it can be kind of fun.
DM drive-by.
Yeah. Well, it's not a DM drive-by if you announce it. If you say like, "Hey guys, I'm going to kill you tonight."
Do you ever see that clip? It's from either a TV show or a movie. It's these white dudes on a corner, stereotypical nerd-looking guys.
Yeah.
And some brothers drive by, and they mimic that they're pointing a gun with two fingers and shooting at them. So one of the nerds stands up, pulls his finger pistols out of his holster and starts shooting at him. And then he takes a pretend grenade and launches it at the car. And then his friend's like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's like, "I thought they were flirting with us. I didn't know what they were."
Yeah, Zach Seroth is the name of the sunken city. White Plume Mountain. Yeah, that's the sword. Black Razor, right? That's a good one. A2 Slaver's Stockade. Tomb of Horrors, says Elliot. The Giant series, classic. Any love for Dark Sun? I have an appreciation for Dark Sun, but I just don't have the experience with it. It kind of suffered from the same thing Birthright did. It was in such a niche that a lot of people just didn't do it. And as cool as it sounds now, back then I kind of looked at it. I'm like, man, this whole setting looks really like barren and sparse. Like, hey, what do you look to my early 20s or mid 20s brain? I was like, what are the players going to be doing in this environment? Well, little did I know it was actually pretty good.
Cranky Smurf says Pharaoh.
I loved all the art from Brahm.
Oh God, yeah, bro, yeah.
His art is perfect for that.
Definitely worth another look now, but just at the time, it was a hard sell for me at the time. Expedition to the Barrier Peak, says John. Absolutely. Jeffram, thank you for being a member for over 10 months.
Damn.
For all my love of Keep on the Borderlands, White Plume, and Ravenloft, it is Against the Giants that's your favorite. Yeah. Those adventures are so short too. People don't realize, because I have them over on the shelf over there, and I was just kind of flipping through. They are some of the most Spartan adventures. Like, go here, this is what's in front of you. It's like, boom, right there. There was not a lot of background, text. That didn't come till later, until you went into the middle section and then ended up with, you found out that the Drow were behind everything, and then ended, of course, with the Queen of the Demon Web bits. Yeah, Dark Sun getting some Against the Cult of the Reptile God. That's another one that there's always like one or two that seem to love Cult of the Reptile God.
Before I start banning people, smash that like button. I got my eye on a whole bunch of you.
Gonna start cracking skulls.
Remember in Shawshank, he's like, I'm gonna have to come in there and thump some skulls.
That's right. You got it. All right. Well, you guys are free to converse. It's a very good eclectic mix, as I would expect from this bunch. Some good choices. I'm going to go on and talk about one of my favorite subjects. Me.
What's the scoop for next week, Double D?
I'm
next
good.
week's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm good next week.
Okay.
So if either of you guys have commitments, I completely understand.
I don't. I just wanted to make sure what was going on.
We already did a pseudo Thanksgiving already.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a KG Mouse is talking to some boy. I've yet to meet this individual. She's gone to Dayton, Ohio to visit him at his college a couple times, and he's come home a couple times. Last 2 weeks ago, they went to Penn State to see what's going on there. And I said, I got to meet this guy. So he comes home next, I think classes are out on Tuesday or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, I will need control here for the
It's all yours.
moment.
Aaron Jecko,
my friend.
hello. John Osborne, Turkey.
Guys, thanks for showing up. Thanks for coming out in force. I do appreciate
Cows
it.
is on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
You got traditional cow, turkey and such. We're at our house. We're going to do a brunch at our house on Thursday morning, and then dinner at Mrs. Mouse's parents' house.
Yeah, we're going to my brother and sister-in-laws, which is fine. I do like them. The other brother who I don't always see eye to eye on with stuff, he's not going to be there. So I always do love when Mrs. D cooks a good turkey. And she did buy one. She said, I know what you're thinking. We're going somewhere for Thanksgiving. She's like, I will cook this sometime in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm like, okay.
There you go.
Dark Knight of Hibernia. As I join the vid, Mouse threatens to ban people. That's how we roll here, Dark Knight.
Yep.
All right, so this was a welcome surprise. This is from Fandom Pulse. Now, if you guys don't know, I did a video this week. Just kind of, I went through the new, the 2024 rulebook. No, I didn't buy it. It's on AnyFlip.
The good doctors in
as
the
you can
house.
see here. Oh, hey, what's up, Greg? Oh, Greg, how you doing? Greg is killing it in our fantasy league. What are you, like 10-1 now, Greg?
What's he have all
natives
the,
are
all the lions.
Natives are getting restless. Hey, I'm the one that has Amon-Ra St. Brown. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, so I did a video just on the art in the book of the new player's handbook. And no, I did not buy it. Thank you, AnyFlip. Did you guys know about AnyFlip?
Nope, but I didn't know.
Now you do. Yeah, so I just kind of went through and did kind of like a straw poll, maybe an unofficial count, or heck, maybe even a pretty close count. And I think there was only something like 17 pieces of character art that featured.
If it was anything like your flag count when you walked up and down the street.
Pretty damn accurate,
So it's
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was 17 featuring white guys. Everything else was over 100.
Why is that ant smiling?
That's an Umber Hulk, I believe, sir.
Why is he so happy? Why is he so happy?
Yeah. Well, because it's kind of ironic. It's ironical. Oh my God! Look at that. Look at that barbarian chick. Just another furry.
Well, the Mind Flayer looks like a female version as well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess these are the villains, so you can't say but just, I don't know, it's just so unappealing. So unappealing. Look
What's
at this
that
guy.
grin for? I don't understand.
I wish I knew.
It kind of looks like a grin.
Literally from ear to ear. Looks
like a slit watermelon. This is from John Delarose. If you guys don't know about Fandom Pulse, if you want to catch up on pop culture related stuff, kind of in the culture war from someone who's a little bit on our side, well, a lot on our side, Fandom Pulse is where it's at. John Delarose, comic book creator. John actually was one of the first. I think he was the first quote unquote big YouTuber, and I think even at that time his channel was probably around the size mine is now. But he subscribed to me right away. And even though I haven't really talked to him directly a lot, like I did a review of Overmind, his comic, which actually is a very, very good comic. So please check it out. But he started this up, and it's actually, I think, doing pretty good. Well, he gave it a little love. The new edition of D&D has longtime players fleeing the tabletop gaming system with the woke changes. That's right. Now the YouTube channel, what does that say there, Rogan? Does that say... Diversity and Dragons?
It says verify.
It says verify.
No, it don't.
I like to keep Rogan on his toes over there. Yeah, Diversity and Dragons confirms the new PHB contains even more subversion of the classic fan. That is what it is, too. It's a subversion. Fans have been hesitant about the new WotC offering. Migrating the tabletop gaming system from a traditional pen and book model to a subscription service. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Could be a financial winner for them. Don't discount that. Their worst fears were confirmed earlier this year when a series of images from the game were released.
I remember this one.
We were all these. It's like a walk down memory lane, is it not, boys?
Danny Trejo over in the side.
That's right. Yep, Danny Trejo.
Sheesh Martin.
Yeah, the Latin orcs with an X. Mexican orcs image went viral, soundly mocked, as it should have been. And they are portrayed as a family of immigrants coming to conquer you from the inside. This attempt to humanize orcs was largely based on a leftist cry about orcs being code for black people. Yep. And talking about Kyle Brink and his white dudes in the basement con. We will never let them free. Even though Kyle's gone, we will never let them forget that. What is this? That looks like AI, doesn't it? Is that AI art?
Definitely.
I think that's AI art.
Look at the overlay on the left hand side there, one page over the other.
Oh yes, yeah. That's a
good
dead
catch.
giveaway. Yep. Not to be outdone, D&D was then exposed by Grums, who follows me on Twitter. Grums is a big account. He's a good dude too. The second tool is an emergency snowflake break. This is just Grums kind of talking about all the bullshit.
Can you go back up to that picture? They're saying the dice are all fucking weird.
Yeah, so what is that one? What is that one over on the left-hand side? Yeah, those
What's that one
that's the die 9.
Someone chewed some gum on that other one, that yellow one. Was that chewed gum? Thank you, no one of consequence. He's the one that maybe pointed that out.
Banana Hubba Bubba.
We love it. We love it. We love it. Yeah, so let's get to the good part, talking about me, right? Now Diversity in Dragons has a copy of the new Player's Handbook. Actually, I don't, John. I just used AnyFlip. And it appears Wizards of the Coast has put in more anti-white subversion based on the images. I did tell him, too. I'm like, John, you have the... I messaged him. I'm like, John, you have the 2014 image in there. He's like, I'll try to change it. He's like, I'm super busy. I'm like, I just want to let you know. I went through the new 2024 Player's Handbook, did a little experiment, did a count of all the character-driven art pieces. In it, I counted the ones that featured us white dudes, as they derisively call us, and everybody else on the other. The results, 17. 17 white dudes and over 100 of the other.
I was floored when I watched your video, the count that you did.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I shouldn't have been surprised, but certain things floored me, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
Guys, it's on AnyFlip. You can go through it yourself. You may quibble with some of my categorizations. That's generally what you're going to get, though. That's
maybe those dice were from Money Matt. You can buy them. I got some chewed up gum. I'll just write some numbers on it. It's my 12.5 sided dice.
That's right. What do you think of Diversity in Dragons exposing the D&D 2024 Player's Handbook anti-white agenda? Become a paid member to leave a comment and support our journalism. Do consider that. Like I said, if you're in the war, please consider it. And thank you, John Delarose, too. I do appreciate it. And any folks that have come over from him as a result. I know my subscription, my subscribers went up a little bit. He gave me a nice little boost. Even after that. Dark Knight of Hibernia hitting us again. Double D is at long last becoming internet famous. Well,
King of all media.
I'm getting there, buddy. Closing in. If you recall,
I'm Baba Booey.
My goal in 2022, I started like mid 2022. My goal was 1,000 subs at some point, which we hit almost by the end of the year.
Came in January, didn't it? Right after the new year?
Early January, yeah. And I said, well, 3,000 by the end of this year. We're going to do 3 times it. We made it. And then at the end of last year, when we hit 3,000, if you recall, I said, let's double it again. Let's go 6. And we're getting there. So if any of you people are not subscribed, please subscribe. Chris Miller, hey guys. Sorry I'm a bit late. He knows how to get stuff read.
Cheat code.
He cheats. He's got the cheat code.
He ain't cheating. It's just being smart. Dark Knight back at you.
Yep. Say Money Matt 3 times. Summon him to the stream. Don't do that. We don't want that. Nobody wants that.
On guard.
All I'm saying is the community college is on holiday break. If someone wants to break into this channel right now, I'm just saying it's doable. I don't know what I don't know what I'm doing.
We don't want that.
I don't know what I'm doing.
We don't want that.
Who's Tony Todd?
I'm not sure.
Surly says rip Tony Todd.
All right.
What'd you miss, Chris? The ban button was going out a lot.
Yep.
No, we haven't banned anybody yet today.
Yeah. Just going through the John Delarose article. He did a video too on his YouTube channel. If you want to go over there and watch that video, give him a view, and then throw him a comment, please. Just say, hey, obviously
Double D sent me.
Yeah, Double D sent me back here. It's like a circular equation.
Like a game of Red Rover.
Yep. So I'm sure he would appreciate that too. And if you're not subscribed to John on YouTube, you really should be. He does good videos. Sometimes it's just real basic, just like laying out stuff that you might not be aware of. Like, hey, this is going on. Boom. He tells you, makes you aware of it. So I have no problem. Yep. John's a good guy. He's always, like I said, always been nice to me. I try not to get involved in the politics of like Comicsgate and all that stuff. I know him and Ethan are having some issues again. They were enemies and they became friends. I think they're enemies now, but like I said, I try to get along with everybody. Tony Todd was Candyman. Banned in the remake. And Worf's brother. Oh, wow. Okay. I think I just saw one of those episodes too. Oh, damn. R.I.P. indeed. R.I.P. indeed. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's switch gears. We're going to switch gears.
When does Gladiator come out?
I don't know. I thought it was already out.
I don't know. That could be a Double D night at the movies.
Oh, you think? Yeah, if we all want to go, and so we can talk about it. Let's do it.
Let's
okay, we can do it. We can do it over break or something.
Absolutely.
We'll sneak in a camcorder and we'll just show it live.
All right, guys.
They're saying
they won't mind.
Matthew says Friday.
Friday, okay, yeah. Mike Tyson.
Max says no way, Jose.
Yeah, Mike Tyson's backside, huh? First time catching Double D live. Mike Tyson's backside. You have summoned the devil, sir.
What's your prediction?
Vicious win.
Vicious win. Thank you, Dad.
Love you.
Love you too.
Ah! there it is. Thank you for that segue, Mike Tyson's backside. Yeah, we all watched that on Friday. Friday's our normal game night, so we started a little earlier. We ended a little earlier, so we went up and watched the fights. And had the same frustration as everybody, as Netflix could not keep up with the demand. Hopefully they get that fixed. Hopefully they got that. That was your other sports ball reference, by the way.
I love sports ball.
Yeah, Disco saying something that a lot of people think, like Mike got paid to put Paul over. I'm not so sure. I may respectfully disagree with you there. I think Father Time is undefeated.
He couldn't move.
Yeah, he couldn't.
He's wearing a knee
Look at his
brace.
legs. He had like arthritic legs. Benjathan. Money Matt, Marge Simpson. There you go. That a boy. That a boy. Disaster averted. Yeah, I kind of quietly was thinking, I think Logan Paul's going to do it. If he can survive like a first round onslaught, then he's going to win. And like I said, Tyson was lucky, I think, to win.
When Mike Tyson threw that really hard punch at the first punch of the third round, I turned right to Double D and I said, that was his chance to knock him out.
Yep.
This fight's over.
Yeah. You don't have it. I mean, you don't have that reserve of energy the later you go. So, yeah, it's all right though. Look, you know what I liked about it? It brought back something that's been sorely kind of missing aside from like the NFL, which is we have become so fragmented as a culture. There aren't these touchstone moments, like last episode of MASH, stuff like that. Last episode of Seinfeld. Sure, everybody watches the Super Bowl, even the people that don't like it, because they can get the commercials and stuff like that. It's been a long time since like a fight was witnessed by everybody because of the whole pay-per-view system. Even MMA, it's all pay-per-view, boxing pay-per-view. Well, here you have something that quite a few people have in Netflix. And I do kind of like that it brought back like this kind of water cooler moment.
It,
yeah. They just look. They just need to get it, cleared up. The throttling of, the picture and all that can't happen. When they do an NFL game. But
I tell you what, 99% is psychological torture.
I know, yeah. And then I made the call. I'm like, should I go back out and in? And at first people were like, no, don't do it. I'm like, I'm going to do it. And then I went back and out and in. I'm like, oh,
bam,
perfect. Yeah. Dark Knight of Hibernia, €2. But Double D, I said MM's name before Benja. That's right. Yeah, that's
Rice.
All right. He may be lurking there.
On guard.
There you go. Yeah. Cal says Tyson is 58. Guys, I work out as a boxer. I don't box, but I work out as a boxer. I think you'd be shocked at how much you have to expend to go 2 rounds. The amount of energy. You would be so gassed. And plus, that's just you trying to defend yourself and launching a little offense. Now factor in, getting a concussion, once every 2 or 3 rounds. No fun.
If all of his knowledge and wisdom and experience could be calculated and brought up, you could equal a younger age.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't work though. That's just that's fantastic that he went in there and did his things. I had high hopes, but the reality is 58
mm-hmm.
is a big number.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mike's contract Incentivized to lose.
Yeah, if he knocked him down. I didn't hear about that, Chris. I don't know. These things,
I think Mike got $6 million for the fight.
Yeah, the only major fights I've ever thought were rigged was Sonny Liston versus Ali. Like this, I think the second one. I think he took a dive there, and that's like he was like literally a leg breaker for the mafia. And I think they were done with him, so they just wanted to earn a little money before he was washed up. I don't know. Let's put it this way: would it shock me to the core? No, but I'm gonna go with it was probably just this was just the way it was meant to be. You know, like I said, it's Father Time, undefeated. All right. I will always, we're not going to do a whole slew of them, but every once in a while, if I find a good one, guys, I'm going to roll it. So here we go. Another post-election meltdown.
This is for you Trumpers out there. Dirty Diaper Donnie is not even in office yet. And we...
I love the Dirty Diaper Donnie. I don't know. That was the hook for me.
Dirty Diaper Donnie. Starting to feel the effects of Dirty Donnie. Or Dirty Diaper Donnie.
Look at those freeze frames she does on herself.
Yeah, what's going on with her teeth? Like her, I don't know. It's so weird. Oh, she's gonna withhold sex. Elliot says. All right, thank God. Someone made a comment about all these women that are gonna withhold sex for the 4 years, and so down the road there'll be no Democrats being born.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, dude, guys, you don't have to make me love it even more. I mean,
my neighbor was a huge Trump person. Huge signs all over his yard.
We'll get to this one in a second.
Good guy, good people. They're awesome people. They're both retired. My wife puts up the Kamala signs and stuff like that. And like there was never any animosity at all. There was no desire for them to come over, rip out our signs. Or my wife to go and rip out their signs or anything like that. You know why? Because we're civil and we're neighbors.
Yeah. Same thing here.
The Jim, we're gonna get to yours in just a second.
Could you imagine having this skag in your life? I just love the word skag disco. That's an underused insult. Dark Knight of Hibernia, Dirty Diaper Donnie. You got to say it like her. So about creepy Uncle Joe. Go ahead, hit Jim's up there. Yeah. Thank you guys, by the way. Much appreciated. The Jim for $5. Question of the day, boys. In real life, would you rather have your favorite magic item or be able to cast your favorite spell? What would said item or spell be? See, if you did a spell, you could like conjure up like a magic item or something, maybe.
I had a magic item that created a spell. Like I had a dagger called Ultimatum, and it could turn you invisible.
That's right.
I would pick the spell. My spell would be heal. Heal myself.
Physician, heal thyself.
Skag is my nice word.
Thank you, Jim. Yeah. That's kind of I don't want to say it's a Sophie's choice. I guess I'd say the spell because you can always lose the magic item. You shouldn't be able to lose your spell, right? That's my official final answer.
Mine would be fly.
Best of luck with that. All right, let's go.
It's already happening. And he ain't even in office yet. So, let's light up the blue hearts, guys. Even though Harris didn't win, we could still light up my comments. With blue hearts. We're gonna feel the effects, guys.
Yes, you are.
Hang in there. And let the comments roll in.
Bohica, bend over. Here it comes again. Patrick Demo, good to see you, sir. Dirty Diaper Donnie. Dirty diaper Donnie, says the lady who probably wears Depends. Oh boy. Thank you, Patrick. Good to see you, my friend. All right. I'm going to change the question because we're going to try. Hey, is that a WotC employee? Could be. We're going to try a new thing here. Ready?
Ready.
Bring it.
Ready? Freddie? That's right. We'll do some. We're going to do some straight news. Are you guys afraid of World War III starting before Trump takes office? Why do I ask? Biden authorizes Ukraine to use long-range U.S. weapons in Russia. Did you guys hear about this?
I did.
I did not.
Yeah. So this is what I'm going to do too. I'm just going to let it run. And you guys can kind of follow along.
Before you let it run, here we go. We'll finish up with her.
Yep. Disco Barbarian. I feel like she made that video while kids were cooking in the oven.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Cooked sheets of raw, says Surly.
Thank you, DB. Yeah. So this guy's just asking him, like, what do you think? This was back in September when we were contemplating this. And like, yeah, what's going to happen? He's like, so Putin is saying... what he's saying is that us doing this is NATO are getting involved. And if you listen to him here, it's kind of weird because he says, I don't care about arming Ukraine to like defend themselves. With stuff that, can't like reach, Russia. But what he's saying here is that the West has to show them how to do this. There's no way the West cannot be involved. This goes beyond just selling them something or giving them something. Like there's going to be NATO people, like essentially like quote unquote on the ground for this. So he's saying that by virtue of doing this, Russia and NATO are in a state of conflict.
Is that a roller coaster behind him?
Yeah, it might be.
Doesn't it look like the blinking lights and it looks like a track?
Yeah. It's got to be in Moscow, right? I mean, they had to have cleared everything, but it's weird they would.
Well, did Putin buy Neverland?
It's probably just somewhere like a square. Like, yeah. So he's saying that no, this is a step too far. This is the Biden administration giving missiles that can potentially knock out targets inside Russia, like missile targets inside Russia. So he's saying that's a step too far. So if you weren't happy about your choice of president before, you should be now, because like low key, I don't know what you guys think. This is like dangerous shit.
Didn't we kind of we kind of did this in the past, kind of sort of. Well, it was the opposite. Didn't the Soviet Union and Cuba have this thing going on in the 60s?
This is exactly what we did with the Soviet Union and Cuba.
Yes.
And here we are. We can't turn around and say, no, what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. He's applying the same principle to that. I don't look, I'm not a Russia fan or anything, but it's hard to blame him. Like he doesn't want these missiles like right on his doorstep.
It's a simple and truthful logic, regardless of whose mouth it's coming out of. It's a really, really awful idea. It's a supremely dangerous decision to make. Regardless of if you're a Democrat or Republican, it is really in the wrong side of history.
Yeah. This is not good, guys. This is not good. Not good. So I'm hoping that cooler heads prevail. I hope Putin kind of stays his hand and just realizes, as Dark Knight of Hibernia says, I'm certain Trump will abandon Kiev if missiles fly. Yeah, he would. He'd be like, tell me your kids and your grandkids are worth, the end of the world. Ukraine is worth the end of the world and the end of your family, your kids, your grandkids, all that. It's not. Trump will set him down and say, like, look, this is the way it's going to be. You know, you accept this. You accept this. Come on, let's do this. And it'll probably fucking work because the guy gets deals done. And these morons who literally want to start a conflict before they leave office. I don't know what to say about them. They're either incompetent or evil. Maybe a little bit of both. Silverlock $4.99. Ukraine just used British missiles as well. Oh, great. Then Biden authorized anti-personnel mines. This is escalation. We don't want escalation with these guys. They have 60,000 nukes. Jesus Christ. Fortunately, Putin hasn't acted every previous time. No, he hasn't. But look, I remember when before all the talking heads, the same ones who probably told you that Kamala was going to win, they were saying like, "Oh,
I'm a political strategist. I went to the liquor store and bought my champagne."
Yeah, oh yeah, that chick. Yeah. Well, they told you that Russia wasn't going to invade Ukraine. Oh no, he's not going to do it. Oh no, he's not going to do it. We know Putin, and you know, well, guess what he fucking did. So, sorry, but this is scary shit. It's fucking scary shit. And it should scare people a little bit more than it is. Step 1, start war. Step 2, blame it on Trump. Yes. Patrick, can they be that evil? I think we know the answer. Yes. And I hope this opens up people's eyes. I hope this is the final nail in the coffin. If you had any doubt, if you either voted for her or maybe you voted for Trump and you're not sure about it, this should be the final nail in the fucking coffin. Like, yes, I either made a mistake if I voted for her, or God, I made the fucking right decision.
Do you hear that rumor that he voted for Trump?
Biden?
Yeah.
I know he was pretty happy when he did the formal, like, Trump's won, let's come together. People were remarking on Twitter, he hasn't looked this happy in like years. And a smile.
They also did all these before and after photos of presidents before they took office and after, and Trump looks like exactly the same, just more orange, but like exactly the same.
Yeah.
But like how much Barack Obama aged, stuff like that.
It was real noticeable with Obama. Yeah, it was real noticeable with him. DB again. Thank you, brother. $10. Too kind. Thank you. Say your prayers and eat your vitamins, brothers. It's scary, but we will be okay. I hope so too. Deep State's going to try and bring the whole system down. Just hold on to your shorts and be ready for as much as you can be. Yep, exactly, DB. This is, and keep in mind too, like the media is going to tell you all throughout the Trump, oh my God, this is too far. Oh, it's going to be red alert, DEFCON, 1 or whatever, or 5, whichever one is the highest. Every day he does something, and it's not going to work this time. Just tell him to fuck off. If CBS or NBC or ABC or CNN is acting like a bunch of fucking retards, that means he's doing a good job. Tell your wives and girlfriends to, calm down, take a chill pill. Mac Thompson, $2. You should host the movie the day after. Ooh, I remember that one. My dad didn't watch that. Like, he was like, no, we'll watch. I always remember there was a Kennedy miniseries on at the same time, like a counter programming one, and I think we watched that instead. I kind of didn't want to either. I didn't want to be bummed out, but yeah, it's kind of feeling like those times again, like low key. Dark Knight of Hibernia, €2. Gaza, North Korea, Russia, Taiwan. None happened with Trump. Yep. Look, if he can survive to inauguration, then I think we're good.
If he would somehow pass away before he takes the presidency, does J.D. Vance get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, even before he becomes sworn in?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the designated successor as VP. Yep. Now, if he dies, that I'm not. And people are saying too, like, because Trump was at that MMA fight, and people are like, how come J.D. Vance, he's totally abandoned J.D. Vance? And it's like, you dummies, you don't understand the separation they need. Yeah. They can't be constantly in the same place. I mean,
yeah, who would it be? Because they haven't picked
it's the speaker. It's the Speaker of the House.
But have they picked a Speaker of the House yet?
Yeah, right now it's what's his name, the Republican, the one who just got relatively recent Speaker of the House, guys. Who is it?
Remember that TV show? Kiefer Sutherland was like the head of the Department of Housing Authority or something like that, but the Capitol building got blown up. And he became the president.
Yeah, like designated, survivor or something.
Something like
that.
that.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Mike Johnson. Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's such a normal name. That's why I always forget it. Mike Johnson would be if something happened. Yeah, they aren't allowed to be in the same vehicle together. Exactly, Ironcaster. Yep. Yeah, no, not Thune. It's the Speaker of the House, not the Senate.
Speaker is Rick Moranis, says Disco.
He does kind of.
I don't know if it was Al Franken or George Carlin who said this, but prior to Trump winning the last election that he was in, the comment was made, everyone was losing their shit. And I think it was Al Franken who said this. They said, hey, listen, we're going to be all right. America is going to be all right. And I'm just paraphrasing him. We're a very resilient country.
Yeah.
You know, don't lose your shit.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Like, I am so vehement that we're not just going to be all right. We're going to be fucking better. But you're going to have people telling you as we get better that we're not. So I'm just telling you, those people in your lives, just say, yep, whatever. Give them the old Tim Waltz, bye-bye.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, jazz hands. Just say, okay, I gotcha. Pretend like you're listening, and then just keep on keeping on. Because I think the stuff he's going to try to do needs to be done. All right, so another big piece of news. Laken Riley's killer, guilty, 10 counts. I like this meme. Me when they find Laken Riley's killer guilty. Shoot that guy. Great movie, Fury. Yep, piece of garbage, human garbage. Too bad he can't get the death penalty. So it's life in prison, so we have to pay for his upkeep for the rest of his godforsaken life. And, of course, at some point, any governor can go in and
I
say...
apologize. Who's Laken Riley?
She's the jogger who got murdered by a illegal immigrant.
I have a feeling this guy's not going to make it 5 years in America.
If there's any justice in prison. Yep, he tried to grape her. She resisted, fought like hell. So he ended up smashing her head in with a rock. Yeah. And they have, and that's another reason too. Guess what? Don't get all like squeamish about the fucking deportations. They're all going. Okay, be like that Homan guy. You're all fucking going. Period. Don't be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Whoever they find, you're fucking out of here. Sorry, this girl's life, and she's not the only one. There are others who've been murdered by these people. Fucking Venezuelan gangs are taking over apartments in like 16 different states now. This is fucking insane. All because one political party wanted a bunch of future voters, essentially.
And it backfired.
Well, yeah, not to them. They don't care. I mean, they literally don't care.
Don't.
It's like they don't give a shit. So that's why, like, boom, let the deportations begin day one, and the media is going to show you kids crying. Oh, well, guess what? The kid's going with mommy and or daddy, and they're going back to fucking Mexico. Sorry, come in through the front door next time. That's what you got to do. I'll pick up that one, buddy. Dark Knight of Hibernia, €5. I fear for my country, Double D, but we won. I'll remember to hold on to hope. Please do. Yeah. Trump will be making it to the swearing-in ceremony in World War III. I think so too. It's just the fact that it's even a remote possibility. It's not good. It's not good. So justice. Well, it's not justice. I tell you what, you want some, if you ever waver, if any of you guys are ever wavering, the body cam footage is out there from the police. It's on Twitter when they had to tell the mother and I think sister of Laken Riley that they found her body. If you want to see that?
No.
Okay.
That's
well, I'm just saying when fucking CNN or Micah or fucking retard husband, start talking about how these mass deportations are. Go back to that and watch that and say, is this worth it? No, it's not. An open border is an attractive nuisance. An open border will attract these types of things happening. You will get people like this when you do that, if they know you are open for business.
We're seeing it around the world in all sorts of nations where governments are having a very difficult time with people from various places coming in and just being absolutely insane, dangerous.
Yep. Patrick Demo, but Double D, only a handful were taken over. Yeah. Oh, these people. It's only a handful. But that pissed me off. So yeah, I'm getting fired up. Nothing will fire me up than, like a young woman or man cut down in the prime of life. That didn't need to happen. Okay. Trump had the border shut down. None of this stuff needed to happen. Biden went out of his way to undo all of that good work that Trump did in his first term and let all these people in. And now we're fucking paying the price. And just because you don't have one of these people living next door to you, it doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't.
They live somewhere. And you know what? I am 100% for legal immigration. Come in through the front door next time and let's vet you. Just make sure you're going to be, you're going to be a bonus for society and not a negative. And if that's the case, then we welcome you. I don't care where you come from, but you can't just rush the fucking border, and then have all these people come in with you. Yep, here it is. Yeah, body cam footage. The moment Lake and Riley's family learned that's the case. You want to go to Geiger Capital? You can track this down. And he is right. It is borderline. Some people might not even say borderline. It is treason. When you open your borders up to foreign invaders, sounds like treason to me. And I hope a lot of you people are starting to get a little bit more aware of this stuff.
Well, let's kind of flip it around a little bit here. We'll go back to the young woman basketball player that was in the Soviet Union jail. All right,
Brittany Griner.
On everyone's mind, plus or minus. Politicians want to get involved. Celebrities want to get involved. For one woman who brought drugs into another country.
Yeah,
okay.
Didn't obey their laws.
That right there, the outrage. Oh, she finally came back. That's great. We traded her for
an arms dealer.
Right. Okay. Is that woman more precious than this young lady who was murdered?
No, they're both equally, in God's eyes, they're both equal.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, but one was jogging.
Yes.
And one fucked around in a foreign country and was really dumb.
And then our government jumps in to participate a change. But how about participating in a change in this situation right here? Let's make this never happen again. It's not an impossible situation. And we can do it with civility and heart. It can, like you said, come in the right way.
Yeah.
Just come in the right way.
Yeah, you're fucking gone. You get pulled over or something, you're fucking gone. And they will go after the most violent ones too. And they will try to get them. And hopefully they will take care of them pretty quick. Dark Knight of Hibernia again, €5.
Did we do the one above it? We're a couple. Oh, right there. Nope, you got it.
Yep, got it. Yeah, Charlie Hebdo. Yep, Charlie Hebdo. French election riots, Dublin stabbings, English riots, Rotterdam grapings, MS-13, Los Zetas, Como. But us bigots are the ones who are bad. Yeah. I get to hear one of my coworkers at work, softly talking like how he's so much better now that he's cut all these Trump people out of his life. I'm just like, you fucking cuck bitch. Fuck you. Yeah. but this stuff's all okay. Fuck you. Last night on $2. How do I sign up to man the deportation catapults? I always said that. I said because the first term they were like, "Oh my God, he's gonna have death squads, blah blah blah. He's gonna kill all these communists." And I'm like, it's not gonna happen because I keep signing up to be on the machine gun. They keep telling me to go away because trust me, that would be a job I would want. North of the Rockies, $10. What are you screaming for? I only shot you with a handful of bullets. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you.
You'd
very
complain
very
if I hung you with a new rope.
Benjathan, knock first, dress well, firm handshake, and smile. Yep, you got it, brother. He's a little esoteric sometimes, Benjathan. I like it. I believe he's over there, yes, in the UK. 2 pounds.
Good day.
The country of no free speech anymore. I'm hoping you guys turn it around over there too. I know you guys don't have the same laws as us, but it's getting really bad over there. People are getting thrown in prison by police for shit they posted on Twitter. This is insane. It's insane.
You misgendered me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that. I mean, they don't have the guts to do it to J.K. Rowling. But they will do it to some people. It goes to show that sometimes when you just say F it because they voted that Labor government in, sometimes when you do that, it has consequences too. Yeah. So yes, I hope the family, I heard they were in the court, they cried, when the verdict was read. So if you have kids of your own, you can only imagine how heartbreaking this is. And that's why I'm so on board with that Homan guy, because he will tell you in interviews, like, no, he's like, they're going back. He's like, you haven't seen what I've seen. He's like, I've opened tractor trailers, with these coyotes and seen like 19 dead bodies, like stripped to their skivvies because they were literally being baked and somebody either forgot them or, something happened. He's like, so you got kids, 19 people dead in these, these tractor trailers. He's like, that's what happens when you have an open border. That's why I said it's an attractive nuisance. Stuff like that happens. So no bullshit. You're going fucking back. Nancy Mace introduces a measure. Nancy Mace is the congresswoman from one of our favorite vacation spots, Charleston, South Carolina. I've seen texts from Nancy Mace, actually, sent to one of my buddies. I
think I have too.
Yeah.
That was the same night.
Yeah, you were there. Yeah. So yes,
I texted her back.
Yes, interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, she has a heavenly rack, by the way. Nancy introduces a measure to ban men from the women's bathroom on campus. Why would she need to do that? Well, quote unquote, Sarah McBride is the first trans member of Congress, and he blasted the attempt as far right wing extremism. No, she just doesn't want to be doing her business next to a dude, Sarah. Sorry.
What was his name? Ally McBeal?
Yeah.
They had the unisex bathroom?
Yeah. There was a bar we went to in like Pittsburgh where they did that too. It was the most confusing thing. They had one of those stupid signs like, we don't care, and they tried to be funny about it. So, but like you could tell people were still trying to self-select which one they were going to, because the human mind kind of works that way. But it's so gross to see like, like a woman maybe walking in mistakenly knowing there's a dude in there taking a whiz. These people are fucking weird. I'm sorry. Yeah. So Nancy Mace is getting a lot of death threats. Imagine that. The trans community. They're so forgiving. Oh, and there we are. I do have one other thing though.
Just piss in the alley like I do, says Bleecker.
All right, so
that's legal.
Got another one from Dark Knight before you click on something?
Go ahead. Yep. Double D says Dark Knight of Hibernia for €10. In East Germany from 68 to 03, they put orphans, oh my God, into the care of Poiverts to combat fascism. These are the people that run our government, and they don't care about this stuff because they do it too. Yeah, there's a little bit of proof that, let's just say,
look who's making it rain.
My man, SS Snake Oil Sean, giving it up. Thank you, brother. It's much appreciated. 5 memberships. Give him a little love. Pays a man his money.
Let's see here.
Pays them. Hey, it's a wrong note. All right, so I have one other that we can do. All right, you know this guy, right? That's Destiny, the omni-liberal.
He looks like a little person.
He does. I don't know if this is photoshopped or not. Some people say it is. He is very short.
Yeah, but that head is out of proportion. He looks like a walking candy apple.
He does. Well, guess what?
He's a hobbit.
There's a connection. You know who that is?
Who's that?
Guys, I'm sure you guys don't.
Who's that blue-eyed beauty?
That is Lauren Southern, a right-wing YouTuber. Like, you're very young, vivacious, very beautiful. So why would I be showing these guys? Well, a couple years ago, they did like a collaboration which confused a lot of people. Destiny is ultra-liberal. He goes by the omni-liberal. He's a jerk too. Like he was the one, he actually was cheering and I don't say this lightly, you can look it up. He was actually cheering on Twitter the death of Corey Comparator, the guy who got killed when they attempted his assassination. And she is, of course, right wing, or we thought. Go ahead, we'll get that super chat now, buddy. Grimlocked. Thank you very much. $2. I can't wait till we start dunking on Jeremy. Yep. We will. Just a moment. Yep. Yes. You spoiled the milk. Yeah. So, all right, I'll need control here for a momentito.
So I don't.
So these two, they collaborated.
I guess in more ways than one.
Yeah, in more ways than one.
Thank you, K Dolo.
All of this time, he was sleeping with Lauren Southern, meeting up with her, collabing with her, and planning to leave his now ex-wife for her. This isn't just a simple, I cheated. This was a deliberate affair that happened, and over a course of time, he deceived and lied to his now ex-wife. And honestly, if it didn't go the way it did, he would have been with Lauren Southern now. But Lauren had a change of heart and decided to dump Destiny for somebody else. He came back crying to his now ex-wife and begged her to take him back, claiming his mental health was impaired. That's all of this time, he was...
There you go. Some people see this as a colossal step down, as you can see some of the reactions here. This guy, Rollo Tomasi, he knows Lauren Southern's ex-husband, so he's been on her for a while. So he's actually a pretty good one. Leaked footage of Destiny and Lauren Southern. Don't know if that's true or not. I like this one. Lauren Southern was fucking Destiny. I just saw this movie. And finally, Dad, did Lauren Southern have sexual intercourse with Destiny? Figured you would like that one.
I like that one.
Crazymouse, yes.
Are you in the mafia? That's that famous conversation.
Yes.
It's offensive. It's a stereotype and it's offensive.
Yeah. Let's put that up again.
Yeah.
Little bit of a mismatch there. What a waste, says Patrick Demo. Yeah.
He is the definition of a milk toast.
Oof. All right.
He rolled a 20 one night. What can I say?
I gotta say, if he should brag about it. To his credit, he didn't brag about it, and he could now. He's divorced from his wife. I don't know if he was had some misplaced sense of loyalty to Lauren Southern. Lauren Southern will go out with or sleep. She's I think she's with Tim. She's been with Tim Pool, another big right wing, of course, voice on the right. She will do. I've heard that she will do anything that increases her clout. So, too bad. But all right, you guys ready?
Let's bring it.
Please make some noise and welcome to the stage your Dungeon Master and the Game Director of D&D, Jeremy Crawford!
Good morning, everyone. Are you ready for some Dungeons and Dragons?
Are you not entertained? Go ahead, pick it up. DB, Southern dumped him for someone with a cockadoldo. Thank you, DB.
The elfiest elf, says Sir.
Elfiest elf. Mad.
Are you ready for some shenanigans?
Ooh, he uses a term we use.
Are you ready for some sheer nonsense?
Some monkey shines.
So
even.
am I. And joining me this morning for some Dungeons and Dragons,
that was my dad's
shenanigans,
term. Monkey shines.
and nonsense is our amazing cast of players, starting with Theo Solomon. Welcome him to the stage.
Here, let's get this one while it's still relevant.
Yeah, she broke her vows for a gremlin like Destiny. I think I called him a goblin on Twitter, Dark Knight. But yeah, same energy. Yep.
Panther says, does she have an even hotter sister? Don't know.
I thought she did have a sister, but I'm not sure.
Maybe she's hotter.
Let's just put it this way. Everybody has lost respect for her now. Like, everybody is. And I hate to say it. I don't like Destiny, but I didn't have a lot of respect for him before. I don't have much now, but at least in this regard, hey.
He outkicked his coverage.
Yeah, he definitely outkicked his coverage.
Remember again.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead, get Grimlock too. That's on Jeremy, I believe. Grimlock says, Jeremy, my God, he's gotten fat in the last 10 years.
Right.
I've heard he's not very. Ooh, they got a brother. I've heard he's not very nice. My source inside Wizards says they'll try to ask him like rules questions, and he'll be very erudite.
Read the book.
Very arrogant. Yeah, he says Chris Perkins is actually kind of nice in that regard.
Joined by Karlak, the barbarian, played by Samantha Bayart. Wielding the greatest of great swords, we are next joined by Lae'zel, played by Devorah Wild. And last but certainly not least, we are joined by everyone's favorite vampire, Astarion, played by Neil Newborn.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Jeremy intro sucks, and the crowd react as weak as hell. Yeah. Thank you, Dark Knight. Yep.
Are you ready?
Hell yeah.
Not bad.
Karlak, Will, Astarion, and Lae'zel. You are in the shadow-cursed lands, in the Waning Moon Inn, and the bartender explodes.
Oh, well, you don't see.
I don't like that.
No.
I don't like
no,
that.
There's no. That's not a setup.
That's a. I'm gonna try to be cheeky here. You know, I'm gonna get your attention. If I was a player, I'd feel a little robbed if that happened.
Absolutely.
Why couldn't I save him from exploding? I could have jumped on him like a grenade.
That every day.
How did we get to this moment, you wonder? You, traveling through the shadow-cursed lands, found yourself in this inn, run by a gigantic undead creature, and plying it with more and more of the strange liquids in this bar, which also seems to have a very
Run by an undead creature?
well-stocked back bar.
Did he just say that?
The bartender exploded. Your companions
This ain't
have
your dad's
left
D&D.
to go fetch a group of harpers who have planned to move forward to claim this inn as a forward base in this land of cursed darkness. And so you find yourselves guarding this place, waiting for your friends and the harpers to arrive, surrounded by eviscera, drinks, and zombie attendants.
We have attendants. Oh, I like this pub already.
It's a lock-in.
It's a lock-in. Right.
Rogan is looking very. He has his nose curled up. He's looking very. What's going on over there?
We have our banner around the table, and I don't know. I'm biased. Ours is a lot better than that, and not as scripted.
Yeah, Patty. I am. By the way, Patty. My apologies. There is some disconnect, and I reached out to the Video Ninja people why the Rumble chats are not showing up here. I will hopefully get an answer to that. I did it on their Reddit, so my apologies. I'm sure they were good though. But yeah, I mean, why would you go to a bar with fucking zombies in that? Like, I don't understand.
Well, yeah. Let's offer a little bit of background. They're in the. I don't even know what the. I'm trying to pay attention. Every other word he's losing me. They're in the dark whatever right now. They're in some bar in the dark whatever, and the bartender explodes and he's a dead creature.
They're in the bad part of town.
Yeah.
So, DB $2. I killed that vampire as soon as I could in game.
Bar the door, Karlak. Let's
Absolutely.
have some fun.
Remember in the movie?
Did I hear that you need fun?
It was John Belushi.
One of the zombies says.
And Donald
Why is the
Sutherland was
abomination
teacher.
speaking?
What's the name
Starring?
of it? Animal
Excuse
House.
me?
Remember when the white guys went to the black bar?
Yes.
This is what I'm seeing.
Fine.
Waiter! Hello. Me and my work colleagues would like some fun indeed, yes. What's on offer? What is the menu du jour?
I find myself in an unusual role. In my life, I was an actor.
Oh, God.
But I have for untold years been merely a waiter. But now that I am drenched, nay, bathed in a viscera, I find myself baptized into a new life.
That's great, mate. Karlak now pushes it to the side, heads towards the bar, grabs the pump, ready to pour.
The
Bleeker, the brother's really regretting this.
On it says ambrosia.
He's hoping he'll get laid out of it.
Are you sure, Karlak?
Karlak will stick her head under the pump. She's bathing in it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's my Karlak.
Do you have any other drinks on offer?
I have observed the bartender making something I believe is called a cocktail.
Ooh.
So stupid.
I'll have 4, please.
Some Carvassier. Go ahead. Dark Knight of Hibernia. €5. Maybe the bartender exploded from a tornado. There you go. Turn undead. Yep. Jokes aside, Jeremy's cadence is beyond grading. Yeah, boy, it would be hard to be his player. My cleric would slay all the undead out of spite.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Why would you seek this out? Why wouldn't you be killing them? It's just so stupid. No comment, Grognard. I mean, this is not like when you used to sit down to D&D, you expected certain things, right? Like, oh yeah, we're gonna,
right?
You know, maybe there'll be a buxom babe or something, or we can. There'll be treasure to like steal or earn, or something, or there'll be some real shenanigans.
Right. But what they get to drink ambrosia? How important is that? And cocktails. What? Okay, where's the adventure at?
Yeah.
That is the adventure. Ordering the drinks.
Yeah.
You got a zombie who was once an actor? Seriously? What the fuck?
K Dolo for $5. The only waiter in the shadow, Spooky, that doesn't know what a fucking cocktail is. Yeah. Patrick Demo, $5. I have a feeling he knows exactly what a cocktail is. You can do it. You can put the emphasis on either one.
The zombie shambles to the back bar and begins grabbing 1 bottle, 2 bottles, 3 bottles, 4 bottles, and begins pouring them in random quantities into 4 different glasses.
So here's
you just know he's going to demand it.
Here's a puzzler. There's no reason a zombie would be quote unquote working in a bar. Is this zombie a slave?
Oh, you know what? To become an undead, that somebody with extreme intelligence and villainy in them has to create the undead.
Yeah. Yeah, and and make them do all this stuff. Slavery.
I don't think there's a union. And I don't think they can vote.
Yeah, yeah, and these guys are lapping it up. Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Question. Hi, can we have a little huddle? Is that cool? Can we have a huddle?
Yeah, come on. Oh yeah, I can hug again. Hugs everyone. Very tight.
Yes.
Very tight.
I don't breathe, but even for me, this is a
Jeremy, when does
sorry,
G
mate.
game
It's been-
start?
it's
I
just-
need
I'm just
XP.
catching up.
Thank you,
Especially
G.
with my new
Dark Knight.
gown, darling, Listen, here's the thing. I mean, okay, you know that I'm of the undead persuasion. He's a zombie.
Is he like a cousin of yours?
I'm throwing a flag. 10-yard penalty. Too many British accents. You can't have 2 people doing a British accent. Come on. You guys should have worked this out. Crazymouse.
I agreed. I mean, this would be annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. And this brother is just, I don't know.
Rethinking his life.
Yeah.
That was low, Karlak.
I don't get it.
Wait, is he British too?
I think so.
Sounds like it.
Is this in Great Britain? I don't understand.
Good day, mate.
Go ahead, get Chris's before we start it up again. Guys, this is really... Chris Miller, $5. The zombie bar of exploding people is a safe space. Yes. And a slave pit, apparently. Dropping an X card on these fools right now.
Is he family? What?
We'll
He's
let
not
it roll forward.
speaking. Okay. Yes.
Does he have fidget
back to you in a
spinner
second.
tattoos?
He's a zombie. So here's the thing. The limited experience I have with my cousin.
what's that one?
I know that they're not supposed to be able to talk.
What are those?
I mean, they can understand whichever
He's
language.
making drinks.
I
know, he's making drinks.
Now I want to see what's on his other eye.
I say we just kill it and move on.
Kill him.
I just think that maybe we should do a little bit of investigation.
Oh, the
about
Baldur's Gate
why
3
he
voice
can
actors are
talk.
Brits. Okay, says Howard Hughes.
Oh God, this Howard
Thank you, Howard. Yep,
All
good to see you, Howard.
So
Thank you.
zombies
Yep.
are kind of brainless,
Setting us
they're sort of all this kind of
He's
stuff.
making us drinks.
I know he's making us drinks. That's the point. He shouldn't be able to
Don't
do
look
this.
a gift horse in the
Tidolo,
mouth. You ever heard that
obviously.
expression?
No, we didn't.
Fine, right, we'll take 4.
Thank you.
I guess I could have looked at the title.
No, I do think you're onto something, Astarion. I will have a chat with him whilst he's making our cocktails and
Is Baldur's Gate 3,
see why he
is everybody really
can
British?
speak so well. So,
Fussy lot, aren't you?
Actor has now placed 4 glasses on the bar.
It's annoying.
Each with a strange
Don't be British.
mix of
It's annoying.
colors and textures. As you were discussing, you realized you were not observing what was poured in each of these glasses.
Whoops.
And
Be my
then-
guest.
and then he turns around and grabs a bottle and places it, grabs another bottle and places it, grabs another bottle and places it. You have a feeling he might continue to do this for a while.
Can we make like a Arcana check or investigation check as to like what the hell this is?
Yes, please make intelligence, arcana checks, or investigation checks, whichever one is
Why
better
bother?
for your
Yes.
particular character.
Oof.
Oh dear.
I got a 15.
8.
I'm still looking.
Roll
Wait,
a
what was
d20.
Intelligence? That's not a good one for me. What's the other one?
She's like Posh Spice.
Yeah, she does. She does. Yeah. Say she's the only thing worth watching in this game. Patrick Demo. Ooh, $10. Thank you, Patrick. Ever notice that all these live plays aren't quote unquote adventure? All of them are about visiting medieval gastropubs, eating buffalo wings, ethnic foods, and learning how to make cocktails. Yes, exactamundo.
I got a Harley. I'm Large Marge or whatever that.
Mad Maggie. I'm Mad Maggie. Remember the Ginny D one over at the Lego place. Remember their whole
Chicken wings.
Yeah, it was to go get fucking chicken wings.
I go outside and there's something beside the. There's boxes of chicken wings. Really?
Like who? I mean, I guess are they writing these for the audience they think they have in the live theater? Maybe, like, oh, let's keep it light. But like, why would you think this is entertaining?
Dungeons and Dragons should not be Canterbury Tales.
Go ahead. We'll bang all these out and then we'll let it run a while. We'll let it roll.
It shouldn't be dinner theater.
Yep. Thank you, Patrick, by the way. Yep. Dark Knight of Hibernia. Thank you again, sir. 2 euro. Kill the corpse already. And the zombie. TPK. Yep. You got it. Benjathan. £5. You hire British actors because they're subsidized by the government as part of historic stuff. They're cheaper and better than their competition for fantasy. Ooh, yeah. There you go. It's a different way to look at it. Yeah. DB. $5. Don't name your move. The GM will tell you what to roll and why the hell or the fuck is the whole table rolling. Bad GM. Yep. Not necessary in this case. Maybe he just wants to, in his defense, maybe he just wants to get everybody woken up, doing something, I guess. There's probably better ways to do it. Edgelord, making me watch this breaks the Geneva Convention. Well, sorry, sir. There is no Geneva Convention here.
That's a good one.
Never heard of it, as they said
Which
in
dice should I roll?
Red
That's
Dawn.
the very one.
That's the one.
Never
Thank you,
heard
kind
of
sir.
it.
I'm sorry, I mean, go ahead.
It's a natural 1.
Oh.
Plus 3. So that makes.
Doesn't matter, dear.
It doesn't matter. It's a quick one. You can't claw your way out.
Welcome to D&D.
Maybe this should be stripped.
That's not fair.
Darling,
close my eyes
hate the
for,
game, don't hate the player.
Rest of the table.
Fine. A nat 1 then.
Maybe Jeremy.
Ish ticks.
And so it sounds like the highest number we got was the 15. So first, Lazelle. With that roll, you are certain you know something about this.
That's a weird water
You
ball.
have a distant memory of the Lich Queen herself.
Who?
Having undead minions that acquire consciousness through her mighty magic, sometimes
See how his
simply
lid is
through
still on the
being
bottle?
in her presence
It's like a
for
flip
a
lid,
long
I think.
enough time. And that is what you are convinced of with your 1.
Fantastic. Perhaps if my companions drink this liquid, they might too become my minions, is it? Will?
Bottoms up.
Frank Destrozo. They are like the undead. They kill what we love and keep it alive in a grotesque manner, like the infested body of a zombie. Bingo.
Astaria.
Yes.
As you observe them, you do notice that in addition to speech, they also have a slight touch of color in their visages. They are clearly zombified, but there is a strange hint of not life exactly, but enhanced undeath.
Or a fantastic makeup routine, one of the two, darling.
Yes.
Wow.
They have been moisturizing.
That fell flat.
And you see, as you gaze at them, not just with your studied adventurer's eyes, but with your vampiric gaze, you also notice
a vampire?
Every few seconds there is, in what is left of their veins, a passage of liquid, which you normally as a vampire do not detect in a zombie, as if there are a few drops left of precious life inside them.
Well,
Eyes on the prize, Astarian.
Fidget spinner.
yes. Sorry, you notice him slightly salivating. So, oh, excuse me, sorry.
Get that in a moment.
That's different. These two are, clearly the idiots of the group. So I'm going to...
Thank you. I've been promoted.
Not like
He's
normally,
negging her.
just right now.
I have a great sword,
temporary
young old man.
I meant darling.
And I will wield it with fury, so put your fangs away.
Temporarily stupid is what I meant. So,
Temporary. Dark Knight of Hibernia. €5. Why roll at all? Wizards would be able to tell if magic is here. Yep, rolling is pointless because if you fail, you're effed. If you pass, it don't matter. I realize some concessions have to be made for a 4-hour live game, but there's easier ways to do this. Yeah, Patrick Demo, enhanced undeath. Is that like having the elfiest elf?
can I sidebar with Carla? In fact, can we teleport?
Well, they'll be able to
The
listen in. You'll be
undeadiest
careful with that.
undead.
Unless we, of course, we use pink
We'll
glass.
drink our
See how
cocktails.
this is going.
They're fine. They're occupied.
They're fine.
They're
okay,
fine.
Okay.
They're
So
fine.
I'm going to sidebar with Carla, just whisper to her, like, as they're choosing. Because, okay, these two, it's fine. So the point is, there's something very strange. The zombie isn't quite dead.
I think the mysticism
Okay.
about
And I'm
watching
so
people
tempted
play
to see what it
D&D is
tastes like.
slowly starting to
I know
come
it's
to
bad
an
for me.
end.
Moment on the lips, lifetime on the hips,
By the way, stay
darling.
tuned
I'm
for
so
Audio
tempted. But more than that, there's something very strange going on here. I'm not entirely sure this
Right.
area is maybe not safe, but it's definitely weird.
So what do you want to do?
Well, I was sort of hoping you would yes
It's a
and me.
lock-in. It's a lock-in. There's no witnesses. They're already dead.
Should we have a little snoop about to see if there's anything else a bit weird apart from this?
Sure. We should have stuck to the ambrosia, to be honest. It was very nice. Very Moorish.
We're all
I
going
do
to-
believe it's probably Vlaakith in disguise. I think it's a pretty safe
no, like-
bet.
Very strong cocktails.
Very strong
I think.
cocktails.
Yeah.
Can we have a little snoop? Just see if there's anything weird and out of place that we might like magical or other things.
What are we looking for?
No, that's the whole point of snoop.
It's not helping me.
So just go with it, darling. Go.
Fine.
As you cast your gaze around, Karlak, you mentioned the ambrosia.
Karnak?
And in that moment,
Is that Johnny Carson?
I would like
Yeah.
you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes! I have oh, it's a 5, but I get a +5. It's not enough.
We're all going to die.
It was worth it.
You were guzzling it.
I really was.
And it was spectacularly delicious. At first you...
Here's the thing. It's just there's so little has happened. Like, what is 15 minutes in, maybe?
Yeah.
But like nothing has happened.
That's a lot of words to use and not for nothing had to happen.
I mean, I need to memorize this much script for nothing. Unless the script just says lots of mumbo jumbo.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even good, like, light spectator sport fare. These people are why we voted Trump. MGGA, make gaming great again. Yep, Patrick.
Grognard. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Ooh, Jeremy knows guzzling. Yep, you said it. I thought it. There's nothing wrong with a live game saying, "Hey guys, I got to point you in the right direction. So this is your whole background. You know each other. You do this. You're here for this reason." They're literally just frittering away an afternoon at a pub run by undead.
Remember
things.
in one of the live plays we were watching, the guy we had dinner with was like, "Enough's enough. I do this."
Yes, yeah. He finally, he got tired of it. I don't see anybody in this group that's going to do that,
Was
though.
it this guy who ran that game?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the Mad Maggie game.
Yeah, with the motorcycle and the hill of skulls.
Yeah. Dark Knight of Hibernia, €2. How many hookers and blow did they get for this? In the brothers' case, probably not enough. Probably not enough. All right, well, we'll keep... I always do enjoy watching these, only because I like to see how long it takes before they actually start doing something of consequence and not just sitting around. It's just so
It's like
odd.
rubbernecking at a freaking traffic accident.
It is. It's just, you kind of want to see, like, could it get any worse? Okay.
Thought it was ale. But then as it poured, it suddenly tasted like the sweetest mead. And then suddenly a delectable dry white. And then it transformed into a rosy red. And with that saving throw result, you suddenly have 10 temporary hit points.
Hey! Oh, it's gone straight to my head. Woo!
And in addition to that, you hear a voice elevated higher up in the inn, not on the floor that you're on, that says, "Oh, they're drinking the ambrosia."
Do we all hear the voice or just Carla?
Only Karlak.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, Will, there is a lineup of cocktail glasses as well as now 10 bottles of wine as the zombie continues to move bottles from the back bar to the front.
The slave.
What do you do?
Down it, Ishtik.
Like, why?
Now, is this before or after the bartender blew up?
Yeah, whatever happened with that?
Right.
Like, why? Did he ever fully explain?
Not
Oh, no, wait. I
aware.
think that was like, oh, that happens. And now we're going to go back in time and then we're going to build up to that. I think that's what he was going for, from what I remember.
Like
Well, I
the
guess we'll see.
Seinfeld reverse episode?
Yes. Yeah, Benjathan, £5 British. If you do a comparison with the actual game, you'll understand how utterly awful this feels to watch. Yep. Government pays them in hookers and blow. Most actors are dumb as bleep. That is true. That is true. You're looking at a lot of times with people with like a 9th grade education. What's up, Nixit? How you doing, buddy? Yep, damn critical role for normalizing this, says Larenjaco. Yes. Yep.
I'm feeling rather thirsty. I mean, them two have gone off.
Oh.
I mean, it would be
Pick
rude
that
not
up in
to.
a moment,
It would be
Jeffrey.
rude. It's not something I usually do, but
Let this roll a
tonight
little
I'm
bit.
feeling frivolous, Will of Raven Guard, if that is your name. And I think we should drink.
Let's do it.
Let's do it! As Lazelle and Will get progressively more drunk.
Downing cocktails one by one.
The cocktails, as you sample them, range from quite delicious to utterly disgusting. As it becomes clear that these have been mixed entirely at random. How many drinks do you each have?
28.
No.
Why is this important?
I'm a
Get
good
on
Yankee,
with
and
the
on
fucking
Crash
adventure.
Clear, I can drink anyone under the table, so 28 is pretty good going.
Really? 20
This is the
drinks?
guy
Why
in charge
don't
of
you go
D&D.
home and think
I mean,
about that?
one of the two guys in charge of
20
doing the
drinks.
new D&D.
I've had 9 drinks.
He can't bring.
I was feeling a bit.
He can't bring a fucking a simple adventure off or start it up properly. Jeff from Denkar, 5 Canadian. It's starting to piss me off. A real adventure would be Inquisitor kicking down the door, screaming Deus Volt, and shows these monsters, the failed theater kids, some fire and steel. I like your vim and vigor, Jeffrem. I really do.
Drunk at 4, but Lazelle was hammering them, so I thought I've got to keep up. But I'm stumbling a little bit.
This is. I've said it before too. This is lazy DMing. Like I gotta fill an hour, and I can't possibly do things off the cuff. So I'm just gonna keep them trapped in this fucking bar where they just drink, and I get to describe all of the fucking drinks that they're having. €5 Dark Knight of Hibernia. Thank you so much, my friend. If it was me, I would roll on a table for effects and tell the players what happened, done in 5 seconds. Yep, all this improv exists solely to pad time. Exactly. That's just, we're on the same page there. That's exactly what I was just saying. Do they have an applause sign on? Yeah, seems like they should. Yeah, this is padding for the DM. This is lazy DMing at its worst.
Then we will get back to the two of you.
I don't trust myself, or I don't have anything. It's hard for me to believe you wouldn't have anything prepared.
Now,
Maybe
you do
didn't.
see that conveniently placed on the eviscera-covered bar are several carafes of clear water,
Good
to
Lord.
balance out all the alcohol. And there are also several bowls of what appear to be nuts.
Oh, don't do the bar nuts. You don't know, do you? Oh, right. You don't.
Carlet's going to find her way to a chair at this point because the beer seems to have gone to her head.
Astarion, when you
It's
look at
terrible.
Karlak,
Yeah.
I don't.
in addition to Karlak, you hearing that voice and feeling bolstered by the ambrosia, Karlak looks.
It's one big joke.
Not just her normal fiery nature, but there is now.
It's a joke. It's all done for you're in an LOL so random bar.
Can I make a constitution save?
Yeah, we got that. It's a bar. It's a bar run by the undead. Okay, we got that too. Doesn't make any sense,
To
but
fail this or succeed.
what are we
that is
what are we
succeed.
doing here?
You succeed, meaning you can resist.
Dakaro, that's right. He's insufferable.
I mean,
so
she's
proud
a
of himself.
friend.
She's a hottie.
She's a friend. She's a friend. She's a friend, I tell myself. Yeah. She's a friend.
Yeah, you have the right party then, Edgelord. Yeah, you'd have burned it down.
Okay,
Yep.
so Astarion is in
Disco
two
Barbarian, this is
minds,
how you
'cause
get
his
murder
natural-
hobos, yep.
His natural bon vivant would be to join in and get hammered and encourage
Yeah,
him
they
to
don't
do
spring out
worse
of
things.
nowhere.
However,
It's nature's reaction to this.
It does seem weird, and this is not. He's sort of getting a little
Yes,
freaked
pointless.
out by how quickly they're getting drunk, how much they're drinking, and how seemingly disregarding the situation they are. So I want to try and investigate the drinks further. So I might. Is it okay to I'm going to take one and just go. And just sort of take a little.
Plastic.
Just a little.
That's for TikTok.
Just a little taste of something that looks relatively harmless, but not.
Dark Knight, not enough meme NPCs or Big Chops. Shit D&D game.
Gulping
Yep.
it, just literally like a little taste.
Succinctly
if possible.
put.
Do you know what I mean? Yes. Yeah.
But 100%
Please
correct.
Make an intelligence investigation check as you examine
Already noted, Zach.
the flavor.
Already noted.
Okay.
As you lap it up.
So forgive me, just it's
The only
I've
thing
got
worth
intelligence
watching.
Sorry, investigation plus 4.
Sarah
Intelligence
McBride
plus
is the
1, right?
latest example of a dude showing up at the table and demanding that everyone respects his safety cards and plays by. Oh, is that the Congress person, Andrew? Yeah, thank you. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I'm glad Nancy Mace is standing up
Combining those? Or is it
So those are already combined for you.
and getting backup.
That is oh, you little. Oh! It was a 16, but it is still a 14 now because it just went.
But what do these rolls mean?
Put them in
They don't
dice
mean
jail.
anything.
Dice jail.
As you taste it, at first, it's, in this case, the familiar taste.
Oh my God, it's another another explanation of how things taste.
But then underneath,
It's like, I mentioned this in the video, it's like that Sherlock Holmes quote from the cardboard box. What is the meaning of it, Watson? What is the meaning of this cycle of misery and fear? I don't know. Marvelous Mr. Mean has been a member 5 months already.
Awesome.
We hope you stay on.
Yeah, keep it going.
We hope you like it. Instead of playing Sim Bartender, you'd think Jeremy would want to show off how great the new edition is and not this Snorefest. Well, you'd think that, but you'd be wrong.
the regular taste of gin, there is a flavor that causes you
This is
to flinch.
appalling.
And if the other
He literally
three
looked
were
at
not
his
so
his bar at his
captivated
home.
by
It
either
was
their
like, how can I waste a half
drinking
hour
or the
on this? I'll describe
afterglow
gin.
of their drinking.
I'll describe a rye,
They would
white,
have
white
seen you
wine.
flinch, but they don't. The taste that you just detected is the taste of a vampire's
Failure.
blood.
Hey, Crazymouse out of the blue. The taste of failure. I think he said vampire's
nothing.
blood.
She sees nothing.
Okay,
Get you in a sec here,
that's
Patrick.
not good. That's not good at all. I don't know what to do. This is very interesting.
Is it?
Okay, can I make an insight check, I guess, to see, are they enthralled, or at least something like that? Are they themselves still, or are they, because obviously alcohol makes them lose control, but are they losing control in a fun way, or in a kind of, we were going to die kind of way?
Please make an insight check, and as
that
you
the Patty
do
Duke
that,
show?
Will and
Do you remember the
Lae'zel,
Patty
I
Duke
would like
show?
the two of you to make Constitution saving
They walk
throws.
alike, they talk alike.
I don't know what that is, but I will roll.
What makes her lose control?
Plus your bonus.
Is it a hot dog?
Which bonus?
Constitution.
Where is that then?
Patty Duke show. What made her lose control in the theme song? I can't remember. I think it was like a hot dog.
I like that the armor girl doesn't, like, she's just there, but maybe she, no one of consequence says, yes, it was a hot dog.
There you go.
She doesn't know what she's doing. Like, does she usually play this game?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
The
because
hot
she's
dog.
constantly
Look at
like, which one is that? Which one is this?
Yeah, she has. Yeah, because she's probably just like a normal voice actor, and just I don't know. It's just a job for her. So this is like, oh, you're going to pay me
There
to
you
be
go.
here.
John
Okay.
Osborne, thank you. She's a voice actor, not a gamer.
Yeah. They're all voice actors. Yeah, but I think these other ones, maybe the brother isn't, but I think the other two are also gamers. Patrick Demo, sad to watch. Feels like we're watching a minstrel show. Yeah. Everyone is in nerd face. It's offensive to someone who bled for this hobby. Yep. Yeah. We had to pay the price for it. Dark Knight of Hibernia. €5. Stake the vampire in his bloodless heart. TPK, please. Please, Double D. I'll do anything. I'll get on the railroad. For God's sake, just make it stop. We'll go a little longer here.
She's the main narrator for Baldur's Gate 3. She's played in several live plays at this point. It says Disco.
All right.
The check must be good.
I didn't know, but Kay Dolo, who's actually come up with some good comments, I must say. The hot dog. So it's a dance. Okay. Yeah, when you're young, I'm not thinking about it. I went through my whole life saying, why does a hot dog make her lose control?
Hot dog was Wasn't that a dance on the Mickey Mouse Club?
I think so. Yeah, that's probably what he's referring to. But I didn't know that. I thought the song is they walk alike, they talk alike, they even blah 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there's one part where the hot dog makes her lose control. I always thought it was a hot dog makes her lose control. I just thought she liked hot dogs.
What, 8 plus 14?
Thank you, Dark Knight. Thank you, Patrick.
Oh, plus 2.
I've got a 10.
I've got a 9.
Oh, well. You.
The best roll
I got
is
a
been a
15
15,
for
and
mine.
that includes
All right,
modifiers.
so this is all happening almost simultaneously.
Dice are cold.
Grognard
The two
says
of
Jeremy
you
likes hot
with
dogs.
those rolls. And interestingly, all three of you
Easy.
drinkers did not roll particularly well.
did not.
Yet, despite that, and despite the outrageous number of your drinks, you feel not just not drunk, but extra lucid. And you each, just like Karlak, gain 10 temporary hit points. So you feel stronger than normal.
Chloe.
Can I make additional Constitution saving rolls?
You're in trouble.
Will Ravengard looks more splendid than he did 10 minutes ago. What is happening? I do not know. Something's coming over me. I see him in a brand new light.
It happens to us all, eh? It happens to us all. Now I see.
The shade of frontiers is in the building.
Skvar indeed.
DB $5. The prologue to the first chapter of a Red Sonja novel I started today had 4 times the action we've seen so far. Yeah. If it was a true pulp story, like you start, it's called in media res. Start right with the action. All right, you guys are in combat. Go. I'll tell you, what's going on as we start.
To do that? Think about, and what a great American classic this is. Remember when you would go to the theater and you'd sit down and watch Lethal Weapon?
Oh yeah.
They would start with an action sequence right away.
Yeah, it's a good way to hook you in.
How that movie didn't win more Oscars, I have no idea.
Me and my friend Ray went to go see Never Say Never Again, which is a Bond film in the early 80s. And we thought it was in media res too. We're like, man, there's a lot of action going on. The dummy usher seated us at the end of the last showing. So we saw the end of the movie. We're like, what the fuck?
No.
The credits start rolling. We're looking at each other like, God damn it. We're like 13 years old. Oh well. I think I even went to him. I'm like, the movie was playing, right? Like, we saw the end of the movie. He was just like, he's probably only like 6
Shut
or
up,
7 years
twerp.
old. Yeah, he's probably like, shut up or I'll hit you in the arm.
I got a 21 on my Constitution.
That's so if you missed, the bar's undead
Finally
man
happened.
all have 10 extra hit points,
Karlak finally looks
which
up
they're not
from
going to need because at this rate,
dealing with
what are they
that.
doing?
Guys, can I just say, just between us, that you are some of the most quite literally beautiful people I've ever known. And I just want to share this moment. Like,
But you're not
you're
drunk.
right too, Astarin, but you two especially.
He said you're not
Can I just
drunk.
say, like, what an honor it's been to get to know you, and it's like we're family now. It's so beautiful. So excuse me.
Karlak, I want to jump inside your body and
Oh my
hug
God.
your beating heart.
Me too, late. Me too.
I passed my Constitution saving roll, and I'm just staring out the
Like
window
what
going,
you
so where's Tav?
Thank you,
Tav?"
Critical Role. Thank you. Conan would have killed the bar by now, yes. Thank you, Dark Knight.
Tav, no, Tav. Okay, it's down to
Tav's
me.
gone.
It's down to me to save the party again. This is not
Come
good.
on, join in.
I'm just going to see how far we are into
Give us
this.
a hug, Astarin.
No, I'm good, thank you very much.
Give us a
Give
hug.
us a
I really want to
hug.
see.
Give us a hug.
I'm going to slowly back away from them, like
M. Night
finding...
Shyamalan
Is
handle
it
this.
like a two-tiered place, like a pub, like a...
Yes.
What does it look like?
We are 25 minutes in.
It is too
So even if we subtract 5 minutes for the intros, he started pretty quick. Of course, I know what it's like to be drunk. Yeah.
This
is 20 minutes and nothing.
Common area with the bar that the gigantic bartender used to be behind before you blew him up. And up above...
Wait, before they blew him up?
Yeah.
They blew him up?
Something skipped here.
Chat.
The record skipped.
What is going on? He said he made it seem like he's gonna blow up and you're gonna see why. And now he's saying you've blown him up and like it's a done deal.
There's a balcony and you can
Great
see
DMing.
there's a smaller bar.
This is the brain trust behind
behind
D&D
the
2024
bar,
people.
You see a stone door that is closed. And there are
people get paid
other
money to
zombies in
DM like
addition
this
to the
now
one
too.
who has been serving you. One upstairs and another by
crazy.
the door that you remember at some point Harper's will be coming through. But with your insight
Harper.
check as well, as you look
Remember the dog Harper.
at your vibing friends, you see that the glow has already started to dim. However,
DB
the
spoilers,
three of
Jeremy.
you
Yep, he
still
doesn't even.
see it around
He's
each
lost the plot, as they say over
you
there.
see that rather than their
Thank you, DB.
bodies glowing,
Thank you,
their
all of you for
eyes are
all the
now
super chats,
glowing
all the
slightly
memberships.
red.
It's much appreciated, guys. Now let me keep torturing you. The beatings will continue until morale improves.
Join in.
Yeah. So
have a pint.
Join
We haven't lost many people. You may say you hate it, but we haven't lost many people.
A one-stop shop of the best pub crawls I've ever been on. It's got everything. It's something for everyone in it. Try it.
I haven't seen much of Colville's DMing. I keep hearing how bad it is. I got to track it down, Dakota.
I love you all.
She's clearly something deeply wrong with her.
I knew she'd come round. I knew.
Are they in between me and
Nice
the water
laugh.
that was on the door?
Yes.
Right. So what I'd like to try and do.
If she's not
is
completely woke, she
scoot
seems like
through
she might
them
be
really
fun.
quickly, grab the water
The,
because maybe that's
barbarian
useful,
chick?
I'm not sure, and then try and get my way up to the top balcony, away from them, with extreme politeness, but moving very quickly indeed. Like maybe even like I don't know, like sliding through the legs or like spitting it, or just anything to get away from them. But they go, oh excuse me. You know, like it's not really a thing because I think they're not really there, and I'm very worried they're going to try and they're going to basically dentist chair me. Is what my fear is.
I was reaching for the same one, Crazy
So
Mouse.
you're attempting to nonchalantly.
Yes, parkour.
Parkour.
Then
He just summoned parkour.
make a dexterity.
It's an inside joke there with us.
Okay, all right. But you laugh now, darling, but wait till you see my bonus. That is an 18.
It's quite the bonus, darling.
Parkour. Excuse me, parkour. So how far do I go?
You manage to slip by them, scoop up one of the carafes of water, dance away from them, and are now standing at the foot of the stairs that lead upstairs. It all happens so fast and so gracefully that the three of you think he just performed ballet.
Bravo. Bravo.
Don't. What are you doing?
But one thing, you
Yes.
didn't get a drink. You got the water.
Oh,
Silly
nice.
me.
You grabbed the wrong drink. Would you like a glass of the cocktail? It looks like it's amazing.
You know what? I've got the most pulsing headache. I think I'm just going to have some water. Would you like some water?
I'm never gonna drink water again.
Okay. What are the other two doing?
It's been pretty quiet.
I was gonna try and.
Dark Knight. Loaded dice. No objectives. Meaningless consequences. Yep. Welcome to D&D 2024.
Jump.
But again, with his modifier, he was bragging about it, and he still only got an 18.
Yeah, so nobody's rolled like over a 15, have they?
I can't
like on the
imagine.
dice.
Yeah. And they've probably collectively have rolled 20 times.
Yeah. Yep.
For using my, wait for it, Gith Yankee psionics jumping. Is that a thing?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Oh, come on.
Yes, come on, mate.
Thank you for playing the game. Thank me for playing the game. And I would like to leap over to Astarion, jump onto his back. And you're into it. And wrestle him into a group hug sort of situation.
I'm not a hugger.
You will be.
We'll go 7 more minutes. We'll go till
What
9
shall I
o'clock.
roll for that?
We'll go 7 more minutes.
I'm going to have you.
How bad could it be,
Lizelle,
right?
Make an athletics check.
Oh, I'd love to.
And the story.
They're just tasting liquor, for Christ's sake.
It's a wine tasting
It's a
adventure.
yeah, it's like it is. It's like when my wife and my daughter want to go on a winery tour. We're in wine country up here, so there's a lot of wineries.
13.
And Astarion, what is your armor class?
My armor class. Excuse me.
What
My
is
armor
it?
class is a very respectable 15.
Well, that's actually not bad.
I know.
And they say rogues are overpowered. What are they talking about?
And so, Lizelle, you land gracefully next to Astarion, who
That's
at
so
the
important.
last second steps quickly away.
That was so important to make that roll for that. Couldn't have just said like, "Oh yeah, this is all going on." Meanwhile, okay, guys, here's what's going on.
Is that okay? As she
The
grabs
bartender
me, I'm
blows
just
up.
Sort of like a snake. Just go. I just like, I just go. No, thank you. No, thank you. Like
Oh, do you
Okay,
see it there?
You're doing it.
Do you see the comment there?
Demonstration.
A blast from the past there, Crazymouse. On a t-shirt.
Yeah, I used to have that. I used to have that.
He used to have that t-shirt. Was that the Doc Johnson Casino or something?
Like
yeah,
that,
I was like,
yeah.
yeah, something like that.
We're such yes and people.
Are we doing more hugs? Are we doing more hugs?
The two of you over by the bar.
How'd you pass the bar?
You hear something suddenly.
How'd you pass the bar?
Frank, how'd you pass the bar?
A thump.
Kamala, how'd you pass the bar?
Yeah, Kamala, how'd you pass the bar?
It's an irregular, but it's a heartbeat that you now suddenly hear coming from the zombie bartender.
I don't tap Paul
They
you.
say the harder rock and
Do you hear
roll
that?
still be-
I do hear that, Karlak.
You got your blade?
I do have my blade.
Excellent. Okay.
You know we can
Get ready.
hear coming.
Join in if you want. Teetotaler.
There's nothing wrong with looking after one's body.
It's the first time you've ever said that.
I know. The deep irony of this entire situation is absolutely not lost on me, darling.
I need the two of you to make Constitution saving throws.
You should tell them what they need. Because
Yeah.
when someone rolls, I got an 11. Oh, you did it.
It's because he's fudging. Someone will miraculously make this. Watch.
13.
I got 13 as well.
You both find yourself unable to resist the urge
Oh, it's a saving
to
throw, right?
walk over and bite the zombie.
Oh. It's usually your job, isn't it?
Well, what's the thought? Is that hunger or
It is
something else?
It is a mix of hunger,
What of it,
Thirst?
sir? What of it?
fascination, with a sprinkling of disgust. But your thirst is somehow enhanced by the disgust.
I mean, he's already dead, right? He's not going to notice. Okay.
To drop out.
Let's
In
do
for
it.
a penny.
You got a nice little gimmick account here.
I was feeling drunk. I could have done with a kebab, but this will have to
I'm sure the Harpers will bring something over for you. Yeah.
Lizelle, you are entranced by Astarion. Astarion,
Exactly, Dice Tales. Yeah.
you see
Nobody would
your
play this game now.
friends approaching, and as they approach the zombie bartender,
What adventure is this? Is this
they each now have
This
fame.
is my favorite adventure from the beginning of the show.
No, this is your favorite one.
Hoses. That's not good.
And how do you two? So you can't resist this urge because of your roles, but you get to decide how you execute your response to this urge. So what do you do?
Like we've sort of been in games like this at like Gen Con over the years. You know, I start getting very nervous because it's like I want to move it along.
Right.
You know, and you can tell you have a DM that either is unprepared or just doesn't kind of know what he's doing.
Absolutely.
So he loves to linger on stuff like this because it's like, oh man, look at this! All this time is being eaten up. Like this is over a half hour now. So if this is a 4-hour live play, I mean, good Lord, that's 12%.
Right.
Just in a fucking bar. Oh, thank you, Patrick. Otto and Rorik, 10 times more. Only 10? 100, my friend.
10. We better spice it up.
Oh. All right. A couple more minutes. Sorry.
I imagine myself either side of him. And as Karlak is now a hugger, she very gently says, "Come here, mate. It's all right.
Bring it in.
Bring it." Just put her arm around. And maybe you put your arm around him too, and we just slowly.
He's a down low brother.
Lean in towards him, his neck.
And in for the kill.
And so do you each go to a different side of the zombie?
No, either he's in the middle,
Uh-huh.
or we'll be on either side.
Can I take
not
a real?
there.
No, you're not
You're not there.
All right, as I'm seeing this,
Enough.
as I'm seeing this, I do remember something that somebody once told me, that apparently to calm down somebody's lustful intentions, a good cold shower sometimes helps. So I'm gonna sort of go, look over there, darling, and I think it's whatever your god's name is, and then throw.
It's Vlakin. Ishtek.
This isn't the Gay
But
Vampire
where?
show. We're not there, dude.
And then it's sort of like
It is. It is
curl,
sort of.
curl the water bottle.
It is. That's all it is. Hold on 1 second, see how far we got. In case we ever want to revisit this. We are at 35:01, so 35 minutes in. If we ever go back.
Didn't it look like it was an hour long?
I think it's 2 hours, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's 2 hours, yeah. Dungeon crawls worked for a reason. Gygax-truism, yes, indeed. We can leave with one thing. Here, I'll need control here.
You have it.
For a momentito, buddy. I thought you guys might want to see, not Lauren Southern.
Not Meadow.
WillWheaton.net.
Oh,
I thought you guys maybe wanted to see what Will thought of the election. What have you done, America? Like the picture there. Some guy, some badass with looks like sunglasses and a Confederate flag, MAGA hat. My kind of guy. I am anguished. I'm heartbroken. I'm afraid of what's coming for people I love. What is coming? Unless you're harboring illegal immigrants, nothing's going to happen.
Like in that movie where the Jew's hiding in the basement.
Yeah.
And he's talking, and Christopher Waltz is upstairs.
Inglourious Bastards, yeah.
He was good in that. Oh, he was good.
Yes. I'm shocked that my country just gave 247 years of democracy away.
Disco says if we hurt Will Wheaton, your work is done.
Thank you, Disco. Yep. We live in a different country now, a better one than we did when we woke up yesterday. Exactly how violent and cruel and hateful this new country is has yet to be revealed. But it's going to be pretty. Well, then how do you know? If it's yet to be revealed, how do you know, Wesley? I fought hard. This is the arrogance here. I fought hard to prevent this. We all did. I didn't. I helped usher it in. But I guess there was a fundamental hurdle we just couldn't overcome. Yes, too many people woke up and had a fucking revelation that people like you are lunatics. And we have to be real about that hurdle. This country's full of people who are just drowning in hate and fear, who want nothing more than to hurt as many people as they can. This is what he thinks if you pulled that lever or filled in that circle for Trump. This is what a Hollywood, let's just say bleep, thinks of you. I knew they were always here. But I always believed that there were more good, kind, compassionate people who chose light over darkness. I always believed that we were the good guys. Yeah, well, you can disavow yourself of that notion, Wesley. The place people come to when they're fleeing what we became this morning. It's a lot. I hate it when they do that. It's a lot. It's going to take me a long time to process this. Shouldn't take you that long. Trump is your president. There you go. I just helped you. And find a way to not feel despair every moment of every day until he's dead. Were you wishing that on him? That's karma. That's karma. And maybe America comes back from this open embrace to, of fascist authoritarianism. I mentioned to some folks earlier that I believe it's important that we allow ourselves to feel all the feelings, to honor them without judgment. For a lot of us, millions upon millions, this is the greatest betrayal of our fellow Americans we have ever experienced. You're the centerpiece of your own drama. That's going to be a lot. At the same time, we can't really do anything about it. That's what we're laughing at, other than support and love and show up.
You could wear those blue bracelets.
Yeah. Shave your head. Yeah. Wear the blue bracelets. Yeah,
you guys stop having sex.
Yeah, you guys are
stop. More voters from coming up in the world.
Just stop
Yeah.
breathing.
Yeah,
Hold your breath till the presidency's over.
Yep. We're the ones in a cult. You people are putting blue bracelets on like they're $5 bills in the what was that fucking cult in the 90s? They wore Air Jordans
Hail
and put
Bob?
the Hail Bob cult. Yeah, you guys are putting your fucking blue bracelets on, shaving your head, disavowing yourselves of friends and family. The first thing cults ask you to do, you can't talk to your friends and family anymore. And literally, this is one of the first things they tell you. Oh, if you have a Trump relative or friend, you can't talk to them anymore. But we're the ones in the cult. Interesting.
Coming from someone who was in a cult.
Yeah. You were actually in a low-key cult. He's going to retreat from public life for a bit and be with your family. Yeah.
Well, that's a blessing.
Yeah. Stay safe, Wesley.
Yeah, stay safe.
What's his name? Will?
Yeah, Will. DB, $5. He's as constant as the North Star. All throughout, $5. Thank you so much. Thank all of you again for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. This Jagoff's life would be pointless if he didn't have something to be a victim about. Yep. Well, that's what he is now. He's a professional victim. I've covered that before. Doesn't have the acting roles as much.
No, but he gets to travel around and have these interviews. Everyone thinking that he's a professional in dysfunction and abuse. So I'm sure he's getting paid a lot of money to go around and talk about his issue. Boom.
Favorite part of your Thanksgiving meal? I know it might be. I guess we could do it next Wednesday. Let's do it now.
Let's do it now.
Is it like the stuffing? Is it the Detroit Lions?
Do you guys?
Is it family?
Do you guys do stuffing or dressing?
Stuffing.
My wife has been doing my mother-in-law's stuffing recipe, and it is phenomenal.
My wife does a pretty good stuffing too, I gotta say. It almost seems like it's kind of jumped the shark. Like everybody picks stuffing now. I will say this.
Hold on. I was just at a Thanksgiving meal at our church, and the superstar of the meal was the stuffing. It was just phenomenal.
But is that another way of saying that the turkey hasn't
No,
been
the
cooked?
turkey was really good. Everything was really good at this meal. And the stuffing was the star.
Well,
everyone was just talking about it. And that's what everyone... So when I went back up, it was really weird. It was Mrs. Mouse and myself went there, and another couple that we know, Mumbles and his wife, were there.
Mm-hmm.
And our two daughters, they were doing their service hours for church.
Mm-hmm.
So they were serving coffee and water, but it turned out that they weren't really needed for that because the priest guy said, just go over and help yourself to coffee and water. So then the two daughters were they sat with us and they just had the meal. They said, after everyone went through, they said there's, please go up and have seconds and such. Well, I took that opportunity, but I went up and like the pans were almost empty. And then there was someone behind me. So I just said, well, I'll pass on the mashed potatoes so that this gentleman can have it. And they're like, no, there's tons of it. So I was like, well, that was so odd that they came up and told us how much leftovers there were. But when you went up, there wasn't much left. But actually there was. They just didn't bring out. They're waiting till like the very last spoonful was out of each pan until they brought more out.
Which you probably have to do if you're concerned.
It was,
might not,
but we heard that there was just copious amounts of food left over.
Yeah, Nick said I kind of like that too. I don't like it mushy. I like a little drier, not not bone dry.
The turkey was phenomenal. The mashed potatoes were very good. They were homemade mashed potatoes, not like a instant or whatever that you would thought for this massive crowd. But also like the stuffing was just the bomb.
Do you like dark meat or white meat?
I don't mind either, but I guess when I'm eating the turkey, I don't eat it like the drumstick, but I'm sure I'm having drumstick meat, but I don't eat the drumstick. So I don't mind the gravy and I also like gravy on all three things.
I'm a dark meat guy.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of both. I have to have a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll definitely. There's not enough dark meat to, because you don't want to take it all. So, but I definitely make sure to get a good helping of it, from that first salvo.
We don't do at our house. After 1 year of just cooking this turkey, and then no one was eating it, I said, "What's going on? Why is no one eating any turkey?" Crazymouse was like, "I don't think I like turkey," which is not true. That's what she always gets when she eats a sub is turkey. Sophia Mouse says, "I don't like turkey at all," and my mom, I did not know this, doesn't like turkey. And I said, well, then why the hell am I making turkey? So we switched to tacos for Thanksgiving lunch. We did that for a couple years in a row. And last year, my uncle, who's a curmudgeon, was absolutely like, I'm not coming over to your house if you have tacos. So we changed it to Italian sausages and other stuff. Well, he still didn't. I don't know. He still didn't fucking come. I have no clue.
Makes it dark meat racist. That's
dark meat's racist. Edgelord says tacos are better. This year we don't know. We're doing brunch, and I'm not sure what we're doing. Chris Miller says that his family is Italian and Ukrainian. They eat lasagna for Thanksgiving. We have lasagna. We have an Italian feast for Christmas Eve, which is big. Italian feast for Christmas Eve.
Patrick likes the turkey boob.
I don't know. Like I said, our family already did our little Thanksgiving, as my daughter's going to be going out of the country. So my plan, I got crab, I got pasta, I've got a good Alfredo. I know what I'm making for myself on Thanksgiving Day.
I like catching the end of the parade too.
And then right in the Lions game?
Yeah, right in the Lions
game. Which they're
usually.
extremely relevant this year. Sorry for the sports ball conversation, but...
Yep, Lions are good. So yeah, to me, it's the whole package. Highlights being, yes, stuffing, of course, but also the dark meat too. And of course, your family, if you can.
If you have good gravy, oh boy,
yes,
that makes it all the better.
The stuffing, the texture, you got the handful of spices, some bread. It's a mixture of flavors. The smell.
I'm gonna check this out, Benjathan.
English breakfast might be something.
Minus the baked beans. If baked beans are included, because I think they're included in an English breakfast.
Will Wheaton wants to be like Corey Feldman, but doesn't have the abuse. Yeah, he's trying to create it, Ryan. Tell Uncle to stop at Bob Evans and pick up his turkey. Yeah, there you go. It's a nice...
This uncle's a pain in the ass, guys.
Yeah, I've met him. He is. Try to be nice to him. He did
something to my mom the other night at a public event. They all went out to dinner, and the bill came, and my mom went to go grab the bill for her. My mom's a widow, and my uncle's a widower, and there was a whole bunch of other people there. But he picked up her check in the manner as if I'm gonna pay for this. So imagine like all the bills coming in those little billfold things.
Yeah.
He took my mom's. My mom thought that my uncle paid for it. When they were walking out, the manager came over to my mom and said, "Ma'am, you didn't pay." And my mom, who I'm trying to not be biased, my mom would never do something like that.
I've met as well. Yeah, she'd never
do
would,
something
yes.
like this.
Yes.
And the horrified look on her face of,
I can't believe.
I can't believe I didn't pay. Like, and my mom just said, "John, did you not pay?" And he said, "Well, I paid for mine." Oh my God. And my mom, obviously paid, but then like just the embarrassment of like the perception that she was trying to skip out on this bill.
He did the old Groucho Marx. Picked up the bill and said, "This is an outrage. If I were you, I wouldn't pay it."
Well, that's what he did.
Holy cow!
It was my mom was just embarrassed in this restaurant in front of all these people.
Yeah, your mom's a sweetheart.
Oh, she is. My mom's a saint. For all the crap that she put up with, my mom's an angel. But just the embarrassment of like being called out in a restaurant for all that. So,
all right, we're gonna do a little Otto and Rourke. So those of you that are here for just the regular live stream, I guess we will say goodbye to you. But those of you that want to stay for a little live play, it's going to be bar talk, restaurant talk. Going to run these guys through their paces, describing drinks, meals. It's going to be good stuff.
I've watched so many YouTube videos on like cooking and kittens, and not cooking kittens, but cooking and also kittens.
Thank you for separating those. Yeah.
And I've seen them prepare these English breakfasts with the tomatoes and like everything. And at the end, they put down baked beans, and I'm just like, oh, Jiminy Christmas. Pumpkin pie is not the star of our show at all. Oh boy, I'm not a pumpkin pie.
I'm not a pumpkin pie guy either.
I like pumpkin pie.
I don't even like pumpkin flavored or smell or.
I'm with you there.
I hardly like saying it.
Yeah. Apple pie. I'm all about
I like apple pie.
Yeah, apple pie. I'm all good, nice, fresh. My mom, God bless her, she's too old now, but she used to make the best apple pie. That's the one thing I miss about her. Just entering into the final stages. No more apple pie.
I cooked some steak cut bacon at a cookout. Scotty P and Mrs. D had some at our house.
Yep, it was good.
It was boar's head, extra thick cut steak cut bacon. It was so good.
Yep. All right, guys.
Yeah, tomatoes. Yep.
We're gonna bid adieu to some of you, but many of you are about to get a little dose,
A heaping helping
of Otto and Rourke. So, if you are taking off now, I do thank you for tuning in.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you next Wednesday. We will be here.
On the way out, hit that like button.
Yeah, hit that
please,
like button.
please hit the like button. Comment too if you want. And
let us know if there's any if there's any girls out there.
I don't think there are. I've seen my stats. It's like 99 point something% men, but it's all right. Look, women don't. I'll start a gardening channel if I want chicks. It's not going to happen.
Mrs. Mouse watches that.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to go to Otto and Rourke. So we'll see
one
some of you over there. Hopefully,
no
a lot of you.
Consequences sausage fest.
Look at this.
There's a girl.
There's a girl. That's Aurora. That's our gal, Aurora.
Oh.
Do you remember?
Here's Ellen Page.
I like him. I'm going to say stick with it. He does not look like Ellen
I'm
Page.
fine with it.
Yeah,
I'm just
he looks
saying
good. I like it.
I can change that if you want.
Nope.
No, I like it.
The
So
bartender
look,
explodes.
this is what we do. We poke fun, but it's all right.
At least it's not my show.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so these guys were investigating a haunted house on the shore. Hope you recall. Well, at least the villagers told them it was haunted. So they went up, started to poke their nose around, busted a few windows, tried to burn it down. Their torches got thrown back out. So there are people in here. Or
There was 3.
Yeah, there's 3. So you guys said, F it, we're going in. We're going in hot. And that's where we're at right now. Those are you, and those are the 3 guys that are coming running out with swords drawn. So they don't seem like ghosts. They seem like guys.
I don't feel tardy.
One of you guys has to roll for initiative. We're going right into initiative, guys.
You can hit that up, Rorik.
Die 6. No, you're going to win, I think.
5.
All right. Use guys win.
Now you just can't leave.
All right,
Bartender's giving us a hard time here. Like our money's not green. 2 drinks. That's it.
Edgelord, I rolled a hug. Ellen Page. Oh, boy.
I'm jealous.
Before you guys go into combat, there is a delicious bottle of rye white wine on the end table. Yeah, what you guys gonna do? What you thinking?
I know
they do have swords drawn. I mean, they mean you harm, but then again, you did try to burn this house down, which
we were only pouring salt. We were only pouring salt at first, and then they got me with the arrow.
Yeah.
So I will dash. I'll run in there.
Yeah.
And smack the character. Which one is he? Yes, that one.
Number 1.
He's probably the one in range. You might be a little out of range if you try to get to that
Right.
First guy. All right, so yeah, you can attack once. His AC is going to be 5. For those of you just tuning in, this is our live play. We do little bits and pieces of it at the end of every live stream. It's kind of like a comic strip.
So I need a 14?
You tell me. It should be at the bottom, right? Yep.
Yeah, I missed.
Okay.
I will follow suit right behind, and I will attack that character as well.
Same one?
Yes, number 1.
Same one. Okay.
They haven't gone yet. Do you get a flanking bonus?
I don't believe so. Not in this. Remember, this is Dragon Slayer.
Yeah,
it's a little more stripped down.
Well, I got a 17, so I did hit, regardless flanking bonus or backstab or anything.
Yeah. Yep. Good deal.
Okay, and I'm looking for any other bonuses. I have 3 damage. I give 1 die 4.
I'm sorry. There is a flanking bonus, but you need to be in the rear. You have to occupy.
Okay, not side by side.
Yeah, that is +2.
Okay.
Yeah, that is +2.
I don't see that I would have the backstab bonus right now.
You using that dagger you got in the hall of the Tower of Set?
Oh yeah, that's my dagger.
Yeah. Okay. This is a very nice dagger. And so you did a base of 3?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. He is not he's not down yet, but that got his attention. All right, so Rorik, you have 1 on you. Go over here.
My AC's 4.
AC's 4, huh? What's their hit dice? 2 + 4. Okay, so I'm adding 6 to this roll. It has to beat a 20, and it doesn't. You're missed. Otto.
Okay.
2 on you.
It says here I have a 7 leather armor plus my dex bonus.
Okay. All right, so I'm adding 7 to this. +2 is 9, so a +9 to this, and I'm trying to get over a 20 on the dice.
Okay.
right, so that's a 3, which is a miss, and a 12, which is a hit.
Okay.
Only 1 point, and they yell. They look like ruffians almost, and they say, "Get out of here!"
Like ruffians, like older gentlemen.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. All right.
It'd be a niche time.
It would be a niche.
You roll?
You again.
2.
You got this.
6. It's a 6. Surly, you stabbed Tharn with that dagger. Yep. Tharn died like a dog on the street.
Good for him. Good. Guy's a piece of crap. Couldn't sit in a chair to save his life.
Be then. They're rolling dice that matter. Yeah, this is dangerous.
Do attack. Let's attack one more time before we start questioning people. Let's try to get one down.
All right.
I tell you what, can I make a move before attacking? Can I move around him? Can I juke around?
What's your plan?
Well, I want to try to. You already got a hit on my buddy here. So or maybe it was the other guy. Anyhow, I just kind of want to get.
It says in here, disengaging from an opponent in melee draws an immediate free attack. Now, I'm always of a mind to house roll. You can disengage as long as you don't immediately
like a 5-foot step.
re-enter.
I'd like to take a 5-foot step and it's still attack. Just get myself in a different position. But if it's not
attack this guy still.
No, the pink guy.
Number 1.
Yeah, but you are stepping out of combat with him though, so he will get an attack.
No, that's all right. I won't.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm generous, but not that generous.
Smack him.
You're turning your back on someone who's, by doing that. So this, go ahead.
That is a miss.
Oh, ouch!
Putting that dice aside, it has betrayed me.
I'm gonna take Double D a 5-foot step. I'm in a square below, but I just want to move the square up.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not turning my back.
Yeah,
on that other guy,
they're still going to be able to attack you. So so there's nothing wrong with that shift. Yeah,
okay,
that's fine. With
attack
me. Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 15.
Is that the same guy you hit before?
Yes.
Okay. Does that hit AC? Does that hit AC 5? If you look on the bottom.
Yes.
Okay, then you're good.
Trying to see what do I add? Or is it already rolled included? You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm just a little
Yeah. You should.
The bonuses are already added into that thing.
No, you should see the attack bonus up there. Sorry, I would have gone over this. Do you see it, Rogan? Okay, can you help him? What he should be adding?
Asking if it's already included.
It's not. No.
Well, I hit.
No.
I hit
yeah.
anyway.
So it that along the bottom, that's after all bonuses have been applied. Any base attack bonus and then situational bonuses. Then you compare.
Okay.
Yep.
I did hit anyway.
Good.
Okay.
Damage.
I rolled a 2.
2. Okay, and he had plus that's a special dagger.
Yeah.
He falls and says, "Oh, I'm done for," to his friend.
And I say, no more bloodshed has to happen here. Just put your knives down. Put your weapons down.
He, oh boy, he's furious. He's going to go. Yeah.
I say, don't do it.
It's not worth it. One-on-one now, though. All right, so on you, Otto.
Just have a sip.
Same thing, yeah. That's a hit.
Okay.
It's a 21, yeah. 2 points of damage.
Okay. It's 3 today, and I took 5 last week.
Okay. You getting? Is it dangerous yet?
No, I'm a little. I have more than half.
Okay. All right.
And I just it's Inish time, but I tell him, just drop your weapons. We just want to chat.
You're hit too.
Oh.
Rorik. Just 1 point. All right, so let's do initiative, and then if you want to try to stop these guys, you gotta.
We're gonna do like a persuade or something.
3.
2.
All right.
It's okay.
Well, they're still going hard.
Mm-hmm.
Otto. Bad miss. He slips. He's at your feet. Rolled a 1.
Oh.
Rorik. He rolled a 2. He works himself into a bad position now where he can be attacked by both. So now it's your turn. So I don't know what you wish to do.
Rorik, you can go. Do you want me to go first? Because I'm going to make a plea for them to stop. Absolutely. I'm going to get on top of the man that just fell at my feet. I'm going to stand right above him, my dagger right to his throat, and I'll say, "Drop that weapon right now."
Okay. Now you have an active combatant like right next to you, so that may depend on what you do. Rorik, what are you doing in your turn?
Well, if I hear that, I will have my weapons ready, but I will not attack.
Okay.
And this would be in Michigan then.
Well, one of you, I tell you, just let's see how it goes.
Do you want to roll persuade or something?
Well, yeah. I mean, charisma, probably. So make a charisma check. You want to roll under your score, remember, with a die 20. What are you trying to get?
My charisma is a 13. I rolled an 11.
Okay. It works. They drop their weapons. And they immediately say, don't get any ideas. You have no idea what you're getting into here.
Well, tell us. Is their friend dead, or is he just badly injured?
He's badly injured. He's kind of crawling up against the wall.
Okay. I'll kick their weapons away from them.
Yeah.
And I'll say, tend to your friend.
All right. They do. They thank you. Aurora peeks her head in and says, how's everything going?
It's safe to come in.
So spill the beans. Talk.
One goes into this room here, comes out with like some like dirty bandages. Grenades.
Thermal detonators.
They're staunching the bleeding. The one says, how's he doing? And the other one says, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to make it. It was a deep cut.
I say, well, you're lucky I was pulling my punches here.
So this guy here, we'll say he's the one. The other one is tending to his friend. Mm-hmm. This one here says, all right, what are you trying to do? Burn this place down?
Because...
Don't you know Mad Gay lives here? No.
Because the people in the village here is terrified of this.
Have you been tormenting the people in the village?
He laughs. Tormenting them. We're just trying to keep them away from here. We got a nice little business going on here.
What's the business?
He puts his arms on his hips and says, are you sure you want to know?
Yeah.
He's like, well, we smuggle in lotus plant from the free cities, from the jungle outside of them. It's a great, great business. And those rubes in the village didn't get in our way. I guess until you talked them into letting you come up here and getting rid of all the spirits.
Oh, my new friend, it's quite the opposite. No, they expressed their concern. They were worried. They let us know that the place was haunted repeatedly, over and over and over again, and asked if we could do something about it.
Yeah, and a couple of tricks and enchantments is all it takes to bamboozle them.
Well, I don't know who Bamboozle is.
Who the hell's nefarious?
Who the hell's nefarious?
But the community that lives outside over here is terrified of this of your endeavor here.
The guy tending to his friend says, "Hey, go get some. It'll help with the pain." And he says, "Please wait here if you can." So he disappears, down that hall and comes out with something kind of rolled up, and then he gives it to the person attending to the wounded, the wounded combatant. It's kind of like broken, like under his nose.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy kind of immediately gets a little from, kind of going like, and then he kind of becomes passive. He's like, and the guy says, "Well, I think I stopped the bleeding." He's like, "But I don't know if that dagger cut into a vital entrail or not." He stands up now. That guy who was wounded is kind of asleep, and that guy stands up and says, "That's a real nice dagger you got there, kid. Where'd you get that?"
I think we're asking the questions here, brother. We're asking the questions.
He's like, yeah, I understand. He's like, "But you don't understand. You could kill us all three. But
we're not killers."
Well, maybe there's some truth to that. You did let up. Maybe we can come to some kind of an accord, huh?
A parlay?
Perhaps. A parlay. We are seamen," he says, by trade. We have a boat coming in. Probably a day out. So he kind of like throws his hands up and says, "You got us.
You got me.
You got me." Okay.
So you're packing up and leaving?
Well, that would depend on you. Are you going to blow us in to the village? If you don't, there might be some money in it for you.
So
or some product. It's either one.
So you're packing up and leaving?
No, you don't understand. This is where we store this stuff. This stuff is highly illegal in the Empire. We've had this operation going for a long time. It's the perfect cover. This harbor is this little like natural harbor is perfect. The ship comes in the dead of night.
I understand now.
See, this is like a warehouse, he says. So, what do you want?
Well, there's a community that could benefit from a little bit of this.
Yeah, there is.
Aurora, steps in. She kind of feels like it's safe now. Immediately, their eyes like go to her. They're like, "Hello, lady. Is she with you?"
We're not getting cut in, but the town folk are.
He's like, "You understand? It would be dangerous for them to be cut in. I mean, the full weight of the law would come down on anyone that knows about this."
They're not going to get cut in with money. They're going to get cut in with, books for the children, shit like that, stuff like that.
Oh, you want us to? Yeah, we could do. They turn to each other and say, "Yeah, we could be anonymous donors,
absolutely,
to the prosperity of the town."
Fancy word they like to use, benefactor.
He's like, "Okay, all right, so that's that. But what do you want?"
I just told you what we wanted.
No. What do you want? They seem like they can't believe that you wouldn't want like anything other than like some sort of money or product.
No, we're good.
Your word that this is going to be taken care of.
They look at each other and say, "Well,
Black Lotus for Books program."
It's all the rage. It's the medieval book it program. They look at each other and say, "Okay, are you sure you don't want a little taste? We got plenty.
I'm positive.
The stuff grows wild." Okay.
No.
All right. Well, they say,
Taggart, pack a good punch.
They say 50 gold piece worth of books ought to start a nice library there, I would think.
Yep.
Yeah, then maybe,
and this is all you want, they say.
Well, if this is a continuing operations, maybe every now and then a little something thrown into the community over there would certainly help them out.
Mm-hmm.
aside from the books. I mean, if this is so profitable, it'd be the smallest price to pay because
What can that boat bring them? What does that town need?
Well, they're fine. They're just simple fisher folk. Maybe a book or two might help smarten them up.
Okay.
He says, but I tell you what, we'll throw in some goods as we think of them.
Yeah.
Some medicines, perhaps. Some ointments, some liniments.
Stuff like that.
yeah, throw some things their way a little bit every now and then.
When one boat is exporting, one boat is importing. So something that goes out on the boat, the boat brings something to these people.
Like, okay, well, we'll, yeah. He says, it's a fair bargain. Thank you, they say. They're almost surprised. Can we have our weapons back? We promise. Parlay.
Yep.
They take them up and they holster them. The other guy goes and checks on his friend, and he's like, I think he's gonna make it. It's God's will. Well, okay then. You have to let them know though. This place was haunted.
The demons are gone.
No. The demons are still here. They were too powerful, and you just tell them to keep avoiding this place. That'll keep everybody happy and everybody out of trouble, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah. We
All
spoke
right.
to the demons. They're not going to bother the town folk, but the town folk cannot bother them.
Yeah. Parlay with the demons.
Yep.
It's fair enough.
We'll make them believe.
All right. It's a deal. We'll get our first donation within the fortnight.
Deal.
Sailor's honor. All right.
I put my arm out.
Yep.
I extend
He
my
shakes.
hand.
He shakes your hand.
Yep.
Aurora says, "Well, I guess this all ended."
Remember when Arya was showing her dagger to Lady Brienne? She did that like fancy trick and then showed her the dagger.
Mhm.
I do that as I sheath my dagger to let him know I know how to use this.
He's like, "Would you guys be willing to take on like some work?" I mean, I don't know if there's any kind of work for her. He kind of smiles. He's like, although I could probably think of a few things.
Easy.
Watch your tongue.
Oh, sorry. It's like that sketch on SNL, the Scared Straight one. Remember, they'd go too far, and he'd be like, "Come on, pull that back." All right.
Howard Hughes with the first donation for the Black Lotus for Books program.
Oh my God, Howard Hughes, $50. Thank you, brother,
so much. Thank
It's good.
you.
That'll buy a lot of books.
Yep.
In addition to the super chat, it's just good to see you here. The first donation toward the Black Lotus for Books program. Thanks for the stream this evening. All appreciate your time. Well, we
Thank you
appreciate
so
you,
much. Thank you.
and everybody else who donated too. Thank you guys all. It's much appreciated, especially you guys that stuck around, you hardcores at the end. Yeah, they asked like, yeah, we could use. You guys are pretty good with those weapons. But I assume you're not sticking around here, huh?
When we're passing through again, we'll swing by.
All right. Yeah, I'm sure our friend here, he won't. He'll be fine. You let him live, and there's something honorable about that. So,
we're not killers.
Yeah, we salute you. Neither are we. We all just want to make money.
If we come back through this way again, who do we ask for? Or who do we tell the next person?
He says, good question. He says, come to the door, knock. You can even open the door, but don't enter. And just say you're here to see Eron, E-R-O-N. And that's that guy there. Sorry. That one.
Okay.
He's like, all right. He's like, well, just make sure you tell them townsfolk not to stick their nose up here.
We will definitely do that.
He's like, and we'll keep out of their way. We'll give them some. We'll give them a boon every once in a while. We'll be good. We'll be good citizens.
Ron says not your echo. Key and Peele.
Yeah. All right. You can see they are undressing Aurora with their eyes.
All right, we're time to go.
Yeah. She's like, all right, well, hey, we'll see ya. Hate to see you go. Love to watch you leave.
We'll go back to the pub.
All right.
We're gonna talk to the owner of the pub.
Yep. Yeah. And some of them are already waiting there, and they're like, "Oh my god, did you?"
Is that Oren?
Oren.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
The tavern keeper on the shore. Yep, that's Oren.
We'll talk to Oren.
Yeah.
And we'll tell him the good news.
Yeah. All right.
We made a parlay with that demon.
Oh, you must be powerful indeed.
I need your assurance. No harm can come to that building, and no harm from that building will come to you. That's the deal.
The little kid comes out of the woodwork and says, "You mean you parlayed with a demon? Wow, that's cool." But Oren says, "All right, we'll still keep clear of it. As long as we have its assurance that no harm will come to us."
No harm will come to you at all. In fact, I have a feeling good things are about to happen in this town within the fortnight.
He looks at the little kid, and the little kid says, "Wow, good things." Okay. So you get the idea. All right, so they're like, okay. A couple of the other townsfolk,
and then Oren explodes.
Boom! Yeah. Try my Zinfandel. I'll explain in excruciating detail how it tastes.
First, it has an oaky flavor. Then
Yeah.
it tastes like mud.
Yeah. Yes. And then you get 10 hit points.
Porridge.
All right, so they see you off, and you can continue going west on that southern road there.
We'll bandage up.
I took some damage. I'm gonna heal up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Aurora. Well, long time to tell 3 adventures that parlayed with Satan and the crack dealers to save the village.
Right.
Hey. Would you rather me have spent 25 minutes in the inn?
It's extremely Shakespearean.
Yes. It's a tale as old as time, as they say. All right. You load up in the cart. The townsfolk who are getting wind are saying, like, "Thank you so much, for parlaying with that hideous demon." Aurora's shaking her head, and she's the devil went to Fishton.
Looking for a soul to steal.
She says, "She's like, I feel bad, deceiving these rubes, but I suppose they're." Hopefully those smugglers are as good as their word.
I think that they're going to be.
I hope so.
She's like, well, our destiny lies west.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Far west. And you're off. We will take you a little bit further along that coastal road next time as we finish up.
That was a good session.
Yeah.
I think that.
In and out.
Yep. I liked it. I like that one.
Yeah.
Soraya's like one town behind us.
she's following behind. All right. Back here. Thank you guys for sticking around. Really
Thank you, one and all.
Yeah, thank you so very much.
Still over 50 of you. Blows my mind. Hopefully it was a little more entertaining than whatever that shit was that
I get on my motorcycle and head on out.
Mad Maggie.
I am the gay vampire named Florentine or whatever.
Alrighty. We'll let you go. 9:47.
We will catch you guys next week.
Yep. We'll be back next week.
Holiday edition.
Holiday edition. Yeah, pre-Thanksgiving. Thank you, Patrick. Night and day. Yep. Infinitely more entertaining. Well, you've built a little equity in these guys. Those of you that stick around. So look, I'm not going to pull punches necessarily. I'll give them a little advantages here and there, but I can't pull punches. You guys see, I roll out in the open. So I hope these guys make it.
One of us didn't.
Yeah. Well,
It's got to happen.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's gotta happen.
Yep. Yeah. You guys have your rerolls?
No.
All right.
Remember, we're tapped out.
Yeah. I got to give experience points for you guys, too. You should be getting experience points for all this money that you got.
We can do that at the beginning and next session or something.
Yeah, or in between. I'll try to calculate it. Did you jot down how much? I mean, I think it's in my notes, too. How much you got out of your portion, like gold-wise, Otto?
No.
Okay. I'll go back and find it. It's in my notes.
It would be in your notes because I had Soraya divvy it up.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, we'll
I
figure it
did
out.
keep that snake necklace and pin, remember?
Mhm.
I do have that.
Well, that's worth something.
Yeah, I wanted to keep it and maybe use that as bartering chip with something at some point, but
it's magic, it's cursed but magical. So, all right, guys. Thank you. I'll leave you with something here. I'll leave you with something good. How about a little Marisha Ray?
no, we did her 2 weeks ago. Then we did Holy Diver last week. She's a Thanksgiving feast, so we'll save her.
We'll save her. All right, there you go. It's always keep me on point. Yep. All right, guys.
How
Take
about
care.
Classy Freddy?
We'll do a little classy.
You got a skinny little runt named Dalton working here.
We'll do a little classy Freddy Bless you. All right, guys. Take care. Love you.
Good night.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the super chats.
Yep.
All of you guys.
Thank you so much.
From the smallest. Yeah, I really do mean it. From the smallest to the largest. I appreciate it all. I really do. And thank you guys so much.
You guys are awesome.
Back when I was a kid, life was going swell. Till something happened. Blew everything to hell. That night my daddy stumbled in, all pale and weak. Said a woman up the block just gave birth to a geek. Mom said, sell it to the circus. What the heck? Dad said, nope, this one's a pencil neck. And if there's one thing lower than a sideshow freak, it's a gritty, scum-sucking, pencil-neck geek. You see, if you take a pencil that won't hold lead, it looks like a pipe cleaner attached to a head. Add a buggy-whip body with a brain that leaks, you got yourself a grit-eating, pencil-neck geek. Pencil-neck geek, grit-eating freak, scum-sucking pea-head with a lousy physique. He's a one-man, no-cut, losing streak. Nothing but a pencil-neck geek. Pencil-neck geek. Soon the geeks were popping up all over town. You couldn't hardly sneeze without knocking one down. After a nice juicy steak, if you need a toothpick, just reach for a geek. They'll do the trick. One day we cut one up for fish bait. Learned our lesson just a little bit late. Soon as the geek hit the drink, the water turned red. Next day, sure enough, all the fish were dead. Pencil-neck geek, grit-eating freak, scum-sucking pea-head with a lousy physique. He's a one-man, no-gut losing streak. Nothing but a pencil-neck geek.
America.